Yeah.
Mm.
No. 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 Yeah.
Mm.
No.
What up, y'all?
Welcome back, Weenie.
What's good, man? I see Watts trying to get the party started early. Fucking dirty as hell, boy. I swear to God. This this nigga wild, man. Talking about so I get the baby oil. He's so thirsty because he know what I'm starting this shit off with. Nigga, love to see and hear about some Diddy talking about the baby oil. Crazy, crazy work. Terrence, why your chat not showing up in the YouTube? Okay, there it go. I don't know what the fuck just happened that I had this sneezing attack. Damn, why y'all gotta come at me, bro? Damn. Allergies don't come, they come and go when they feel like it. Damn. Let me live. How y'all feeling, man? It's Friday. Y'all supposed to be chilling, not talking shit. The cat gotta go. Man, look, it's so messed up. Hey, if that cat was an asshole, she a diva, but she not an asshole. But if she was, yeah, it'd have been a done deal. But she's like the sweetest thing ever. It'll break my heart to get rid of that cat. All she want to do is just get some love and attention. And fuck up my nostrils. How y'all feeling, man? Boy, it's so much shit I want to get to. I don't even know if I'm gonna get to it all, man. And also, everybody make sure they stick around to the end of the stream. Got a little surprise announcement. You know what I'm saying? If you was in my earlier stream, my gaming stream, y'all already heard it, but I don't think anybody in here heard it but Watts and maybe Terrence. But yeah, I got a little surprise announcement at the end of the stream. Yeah. So we got here 11 in here. Yeah, we good. Let's get it started, man, because we got a lot of shit to get to. So I just saw Watts posted this video, and I was like, okay, this is perfect because I already covered Dame Dash crashing out on a Breakfast Club, and you know I know that he's a big liar. Y'all know how I feel about liars. And I think this was perfect because I guess he's speaking on the documentary, the Diddy Doc Reckoning, the 50 Cent EP. And I don't know if anybody remembers from that same interview, Dame Dash crashed out on at the Breakfast Club. He said 50 was capping about the doc in the first place. He said, didn't 50 say he was supposed to do that doc? And then I think Charlamagne was like, yeah, he did. And he's like, cap. He said like, where is it or something like that. And then I think they was like, I don't know, I guess it's going to come out when it come out. And he was like, man, it's cap, whatever. So here we are. It's out. It's extremely successful. I think it was well done. They told the story they tried to tell. I saw it. I learned some new things. I had some pieces of information, like a lot of gaps got filled with the way they told the story. And Dame Dash, I guess he was on some talk show. I don't know what this show is. It was four women, like Tracy Ellis Ross and Tatiana Ali, but it's a still frame, so it's probably not them. But it looks like them. And I guess he's talking to these women, and he's gonna bring up 50 tearing down another black man. So you know it's gonna be some fool shit. Oh yeah, it looked like BET. Well, it says POV. Maybe that's the name of the show. At the bottom left, it says POV. But let's see what Dame Dash has to say about 50's doc and how he's tearing down a black man, I guess.
I know that it was trending.
What was trending now?
The Diddy Combs Reckoning.
Yeah.
Did you check it out?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. So we know that you were saying that
he saw it.
was not going to come out. So
Yeah,
how do you feel that it actually is out now?
I honestly thought, based on like moral codes and like coming from where like a street ethic, I honestly didn't think that.
Oh, nigga. Street ethic, no. You were just trying to say 50's full of shit because you're full of shit and you didn't want him to one-up you because he paid in full and shit like that. No. Oh, yeah, James, there you go. Yeah, no, bro. It ain't no moral code street, none of that shit. This ain't even street shit. The nigga in jail for what he did. The motherfucker can make a doc on it.
He would ever do that.
Why though?
Because I wouldn't.
Because I wouldn't. Nigga, you wouldn't. You were in the R. Kelly doc, my nigga. You was in the R. Kelly doc. And I totally forgot about that part. And he talking about I would never. You ain't got to make it, but you was part of it. What about the street code? What about real nigga shit right there? You was in the R. Kelly doc talking shit about what R. Kelly did with Aaliyah, right? What's the difference? Why had to remind me like, you remember this nigga was in the R. Kelly doc and he over here being a hypocrite. Get the fuck out of here.
You know the things that he has done.
Because it's just not my job to tell. I'm not a black man that's going to tear another black man now.
What the fuck? Yo, Yo, what is wrong with these niggas? I'm a black man. You can't tear another black man down. What about if this black man is taking advantage of men, women, and children? Like, what are we talking about? I mean, we have no proof with him with children, but y'all get my point. Shout out to Albert Choice for the $12 super chat. What's good? Elijah's popping in like popcorn in his mug, and I appreciate the pop through, bro. W's for Albert in the chat, man. Getting that shit started right. Yeah, how you talking about you don't want to tear another black man down? This black man is tearing down black people, period. He fucked over nothing but black people that, as far as we know, could be more. It could be more than what we saw. He tore down a bunch of black folks, women and men. So, and he tore them down in more than one kind of way.
Them do that. But also, you know, like.
And for you to have seen it, this sounds even crazier. This is why these women looking like, what the fuck are you talking about? Look at, you say you saw it, but you like, you're damn near defending what he did. Because tearing another, but first of all, the shit, a lot of the shit wasn't really new, but pieces of the puzzle was put together in one picture. You know, you saw the whole puzzle put together kind of in a way. But 98% of this shit we've heard already.
If somebody, you know, again, allegedly, it just seems like somebody, you know, violated his baby mother in front of his kid. You know, so, yeah, but that's not how we deal with things from where we're from.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No,
Did you check
like
on the back end?
Hey, yo.
She said the back end.
I know y'all girls, but I'm not in.
But I'm not into that. Oh, my God. Pause.
Where we're from.
God.
You know,
Did you check him on the back end?
Hey, yo.
Did you check him on the back end?
I know y'all girls, but I'm not answering that. But what I'm saying is.
Okay.
Do anybody know who any of these women are?
I just caught it. I just caught it.
I gotta let me answer the question. So again, you may not understand like a moral conduct for a grown-ass man from where I'm from and where I thought he was from. There's just certain things and like it's not for us to tear somebody down. So for example,
Stop tearing people. Why? How are you tearing somebody down that already ruined their own reputation? How do you tear them down? He's already ruined his own shit.
if I'm a criminal and I see somebody doing a crime, I'm not telling. If it might.
Why are you saying 50 a criminal? I mean, who knows what he's saying this as if 50 was in the room with him committing these crimes. A rat is only somebody that tells on somebody that they was a part of the crime with. That's a rat. 50 and him is ops. And I mean, Grant, and he's still not even telling the police. He just made a document. This is stupid. This is so fucking stupid.
Might be a violation. Like they might be doing some shit that might be like a violation to a kid. Then I got to go handle that. If I sign on to the street.
The niggas, this is his problem with like the same shit he did on the Breakfast Club. This nigga is acting like he is 20 years old still. Bro, you was pushing 60 talking about the code and I go handle that. Nigga, you old as hell. Somebody will knock you out immediately. What are you talking about? You was not in the streets no more, bro.
So for me, I'm not going to do that because that platform is not black owned. I'm never going to tear a black man down for a white man ever in my life.
Yo, these faces is priceless. These women, look at them. They is like, the shorty on the right like, this poor man. And shorty on the left like, how long we gotta have this nigga up here? Cause what?
Also, I know Puff, right? And I don't think that, again, I'm not ever going to check for his moral character. As you see, we never did too much business together. But it would never be me to be the person to deliver that. Let them do it. So probably another person, I would say, go ahead, do that. Maybe someone from...
But 50 is in film, and 50 is extremely petty, and that is his op. Why are we... You can't be surprised.
Like, example, TMZ called me.
Shorty right here next to him, she wanted to say something so bad.
And was like, yo, we want you to do the interview and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yo, you think I would ever make money for y'all tearing another black man down? Even
This is hilarious because ain't this shit on Netflix and he did the R. Kelly doc on Netflix? Why are you tearing another black man down? Why are you tearing another black man down, Dame? He did a crime. You saw another man do a crime. Is it because R. Kelly is an R&B singer? Is that the difference? He's still a Chicago nigga. So what's the difference? You're like, oh no, that's an R&B singer. It's different.
Even if that man is wrong, if I'm a black man and I want to do something, I'm going to go tear down a white man. I'm not going to tear down a black man.
This is so pathetic. This posturing is pathetic, especially coming from him. You don't believe this. You just want to find a way to shoot at 50 because your reasoning for saying 50 wasn't going to do the doc isn't because he was tearing down a black man. You was just trying to say he was incompetent, that he ain't going to follow through on something that he said he was going to do.
Many injustices that we see other people from other cultures do, but we don't say nothing, and they always send us to tear us down. Are you serious? I would never, ever condone a black man. No.
Yes, please get on his ass, y'all. Please.
Tearing down another black man for a white man. That will never happen. And listen.
And he's trying to yell because he knows that they're finna step all over this stupid ass perspective he has, and he's yelling and trying not to let anybody talk because he knows he finna get treated real quick. Even if it don't matter if you mess with R. Kelly. He said he a man and he's street and he handled it on his own. Why are you in the doc? Diddy's in jail. R. Kelly was in jail. Why was you doing a doc on R. Kelly? You didn't handle it. You didn't go not do nothing. You volunteered to tear another black man down.
And also another thing, just on my moral code, if a man did that to my girl, and I felt like I'm violated, I gotta wear that, or I gotta handle that different. But I'm not making a documentary.
See, he do not want to let them talk.
I'm gonna go deal with it, but that's just how other people deal with things, and that's how I deal with things. So the question you asked me was why I said that, because I never in my life would.
True Young Nero, he said, I was gonna say the name, and it's so weird. He definitely was trying to tear down Charlemagne.
Have thought that 50 Cent would make a documentary about another man from our culture, just because it seems that the dude might have tampered with his woman.
Why is he acting like there was one thing that he did wrong? The dude might have tampered with his woman. Nigga, he was accused to do a lot more than just tamper with a woman. A lot more.
And
That's
just not what I thought. But let me just say this.
See, like, shut the fuck up. Why you let them talk?
I ain't gonna speak too much on that other man, 50. The only reason why I said something about it is because he talks about me. So that's the only reason.
That's why you so mad. Let them talk. They should have shut him up, man.
I said something about it, and to me, he's easy work. But the thing about it is, you don't have to deal with this, right? I'm a culture saver. I'm out here fighting for us every day. Every time.
Yo, Wise, I did not think this was going to stress me out like this, bro. God damn, he is pissing me off.
I'm going to argue with somebody. It's not for me. It's for y'all, because I'm good. I'm always trying to open the doors and make sure that everyone in our culture understands the path. They're usually misled to think they're weaker than they are. And I'm the guy that's going to show you that you do not have to be scared of them. You could do it on your own, and you do not have to do it for them.
He waiting for an applause, and he's just not going to get it.
And they always send us to tear us down. And just because he might be a little strong and funny, we're not jacking that, and I don't think anybody should, because morally, that is not where we want to go. And another thing I didn't like about the movie.
Shut the fuck up! Oh. Bro. Yo. Shut up. What? They need to stop him, please. Stop him from talking this much. This is y'all's show. What the hell?
To say the least was, a lot of it could have been hearsay. So I've been accused of a lot of things I haven't done. And if there's always, maybe you haven't been hunted in that way. But it is hunt a black man with money season out there. Trust me on that. It's best to be broke or else you're a target. So I think I'm in the best position right now, because if you sue me, you ain't getting a motherfucking thing, because I ain't got it.
Quick question, since we're talking.
Don't go in there trying to say I did something I didn't. I've been accused of things all the time. So for a black man to give somebody else that platform to do that, get paid for it, smile, and even go and promote it on white people's platforms, I'm not jacking that.
He really doing this moral grandstanding, and it's so hollow.
Okay, so our question is, what is
But that's why I said
what's your relationship with Diddy today? And after.
Don't ask him nothing. Refute what he said. What the? Who are you? You finna let him talk some more, and none of y'all got to refute what he said.
Watching the record.
Zero relationship.
Okay, but what do you feel like? What do you feel like is the validity of the reckoning?
That's why we don't know who none of these women are, because this is stupid. Why you ain't fucking refuting what he said, because it was dumb? You're asking him a question, and you're going to let him filibuster and just say a bunch of nonsense again.
What percentage would you say?
Oh, my God.
You have inside information. What percentage would you say?
God.
Well, ask me what you think. I think I could tell you I was at the basketball game.
Oh, my God.
I could say, to me, I thought Puff was copying me when he did the basketball game.
Oh, my God. I hate this. Oh. He just gotta be the biggest dog in the room. Like, you gotta be kidding me. I hate everybody here. They did all this, made all this noise after he spoke. This dummy got a chance to actually speak and asked him a question to let him say some more nonsense.
Because we were doing the best out basketball games and it just went amok. But to me, again, I like to look at things through a godly lens, which means there's a good in every bad, right? And I never, ever, I protect myself. But in this situation, what I saw with Puff is a man that needs some help. And that has been damaged since he was a young guy. I knew Puff when he was young. And the things they said were true with that. He was sort of bullied when he was young. I did see that.
Everybody tries to claim that, though.
I'm just, you asked me a question.
I know.
So you want me to answer it?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's just oozing out what you feel.
Yeah, I just needed to just ask.
So what I'm saying is,
He's so fucking rude.
I'm not saying that excuses it. I know he needs help. I know it comes from a place of pain. But what I can say is,
fam, that just, my heart is racing. That just pissed me off to no ends, bro. Like, y'all don't even understand. I don't want to go back. I don't even know if I want to see everything. I think I have to. I need to see if these women challenged him. I need to see if he got challenged. I need to see if he got challenged. I have to see it. You said thank you for turning it off. I'm finna go see the whole thing. Sorry to say. I have to.
no more, really. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm
The
asking
seven
you,
entails,
why
so
is
I
he
know.
doing that logically? If it's not. Every time I've walked in the bank, it wasn't about my target. So I guess maybe you'll never know how I make money. You know what I'm saying? Tear a black man down. Documentary. I'm going to go deal with it, but that's just how other people deal with things. I said something. I'm a culture saver. I'm out here fighting for us every day. Every time I argue with
I
somebody,
need to see if it got refuted.
More money, more money.
Shout out to Elbert Choice for the $12 super chat. W's for Elbert. I'm all for black unity, black power, and black love. But all this posturing he doing feels awkward. Exactly. That's why I said it's full-blown posturing. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just posturing. It's not, you don't mean any of this. You don't mean it. You don't live this.
They always send us to tear us down. And just because he might.
Okay, but what do you feel like?
Fucking idiot asking him a question, making him talk some
Forever.
more.
When he was young, and the things they said were true with that, he was sort of. Yeah.
I just needed to.
For me, there's titans, people that fight, and most of them don't fight right.
Okay. Dame, I'm sorry,
Okay,
can I
go ahead.
interject? Speaking of your relationship,
But
right,
I
with
think he
Diddy,
fights hard.
can you explain these pictures
Which one? Don't be
right here?
Yeah, that's.
Damn. How old was Aaliyah? Well, I think Dame dated her when she was of age, but I don't know when this was. And they bogus for putting these pictures up.
No, that don't
Sure
make that.
look
I
like
have
you
no
to me.
problem with that. Look, show me. The first one you see me, get off me right there. Get off me. Right?
He talking about get off me. I was gonna say, who arm is this? But that was not Jay-Z's arm. That was Dame's arm.
Problem with that. Look, show me.
It's called, I'm guessing it's called POV on Afro. It's like a black network, I guess. I guess the show is called POV. I don't know.
First you see me, get off me right there. Get off me. Right?
Talking about get off me. Nigga, just say we was cool. You don't have to cop to knowing what he was doing back in the day. Is that Andre Harrell? Ain't this Andre right there? These pictures is wild, though. These pictures is wild. Why isn't Dame with Aaliyah in this picture?
I'm with Natani right
Yeah,
there.
he
but I
married
went
her
home
when
with
she was 15.
Okay.
Talking about I'm with her. So why you not by her?
With Natani right there. That's my homegirl.
Okay.
But I went home with her.
Okay.
Early. So this was like, 19, what? I was like, and this is the early days. This right there. What else? I'm not on the bed and nowhere near this nigga. You see that? All right. I'm rolling.
All right,
I'm like
good.
20-something rolling right there. Keep going.
Let me ask you
Where
this.
show the back, but you should show the baseball pictures. Do you see that? Because we used to play softball against each other.
Oh, y'all used to play softball against each
It used
other?
to be pause. It used to be.
What do you mean pause? This nigga is so insecure. What is the pause? Y'all play softball against each other. That's such a reach to say that's a pause moment.
It used to be Bad Boy against Rockefeller.
Okay.
Yeah, you never heard about that?
No,
gotta get you
but
caught
that's
up.
so awesome though,
Gotta
because
get
I mean,
caught
you
up.
all were building
So that's
like
what I'm saying. There's so many
record
bad things
labels.
that are happening, but
Yeah.
there's so many good.
Good things.
And what I'd like to do is look at the good things.
No,
and
I'm not letting
isolate
him
the
have
bad.
it. He is fucking pushing 60. Like, this shit gotta stop at some point. I get it. I know he really started pause. He pretty much, I don't know if it was him or Dipset that started that shit, but it probably was him. But it's just like, come on, man.
And heal it so it doesn't happen again, but never as a vindictive act to tear another man down when he's down.
Yeah.
And I know y'all as women don't think that's all right.
No, but
I swear to God, can one of these women please address the fact that he did crimes? He harmed other black people. Why are you okay with that? He's tearing down black people.
I know you'd rather see a white man tear a black man down.
What do you mean you rather see a white man? Why would we rather see anybody? And why is it tearing down some? Is it that this argument pretty much means if a black person does something, nobody can call it out? How is that beneficial to black people? If you do something wrong, nobody can call you out, whether you black. You talking about you rather see a white man? No, actually, I'd rather not see white people jump on black people problems. That's the problems we have right now. White people acting like intraracial crime is just unique to black folks for some reason.
Black man tear a
absolutely,
black
but
man
it has
down?
to be some level of accountability.
So why you ain't make the
You
doc?
always talking
What the
about
fuck are you?
all right, so accountability
What
with the black
accountability?
man not tearing the
The
black man
nigga's in
down, but
jail.
who's gonna hold him
I
accountable? We're talking about
don't think it's
street
an all
people.
And he, first of all, y'all yelling. She's actually challenging him, and now y'all yelling over her. But y'all let this old stupid girl ask him a question.
It's about if a man needs to be
So he's
torn
supposed-
down.
jail
He
because
needs to be torn
somehow-
How
down to
about
build,
this? Like I
period.
said, look, I told you how I felt
But
about
then-
that. Let's talk about
PTJ.
me a little better. I won't talk about me.
God,
What?
How about
Bill,
this? Like I
period.
said, look, I told you how I felt
But
about
then-
that. Let's talk about me a little better. I won't talk about me.
got it.
Dame,
I want to talk
Dame.
about
So now that
What?
you've witnessed the downfall of Diddy, who's
What?
next?
Okay, these
saying
women
that
are
this is the
terrible.
time. Who's
These
next?
women are terrible. These women are fucking terrible. And guess that's why nobody knows what this fucking show is. And I guess that's why he's on it. Because all these people is stupid. Everybody in that fucking room is stupid. I hate all of them. Because he's stupid as fuck. And y'all don't know how to fucking ask the right questions as interviewers. Y'all letting all that stupid shit slide. Fuck. I don't know if I need to. See, everything else I got lined up probably gonna piss me off too. I don't have nothing like. Do I? I don't have nothing. Well, God, that just really pissed me off because there was a perfect chance for somebody to challenge him and they just fucking squandered it. He's one of those women. Use gay like it was the N-word. I mean, millennials did too, bro. We used homophobia to insult people a lot too. So, bro, I don't even have nothing that'll make me less upset right now. I wish I did. Maybe let's see Pearl get humbled, y'all. So we got 2 clips we're gonna watch. It should help make us feel a little better. Pearl. So if y'all don't know, Pearl has been running the gambit on like the super black panel YouTube channels. She's a 2 million sub channel running around back and forth on channels of people that have 2 to 10,000 subs. Now, I'm not saying that there's something, wrong with it, but what she's doing is she's going on these panels with all black people. She's like literally the only white person half the time, or 90% of the time. And she's antagonizing the black people and then like bouncing on some high horse shit. And she's trying to build her, I guess, herself back up. And we got some people have been letting a lot of goofy shit slide, but we got a clip of somebody letting her know what the fuck is going on. And I just want y'all to see what happens when Pearl is cornered. And it's fucking
we don't want to acknowledge
beautiful.
histories. Why do we have museums? Why do we have statues as to what it looks like?
So
Yeah, if you want to expound on some of the things, you can go ahead.
oh, just the fact that a part of the overall system
Now,
on to glory is that at some point we figure out what it is that we ultimately are standing for. We have a benefit. Amira said it. We're
Man, somebody else named Miss Pearl on this panel.
Americans, and we're Black Americans, and we're, you know, people from inner city. We can change.
two things. One, I said I'd never address this person directly, but I got to right now. And I would like to do so without being interrupted, but I do want to respond.
Yeah, Terrence.
Afterward. Number one, I would like for Pearl to make sense of one, the conviction rate, the arrest rate, and the exoneration rates.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Pearl runs around on these panels talking about they act like it's conviction rates of Black men being arrested or responsible for half of the murders in America, and they're really just counting arrests. That's what they're really talking about, not conviction. And they exclude exonerations, and we're the most exonerated demographic in the country.
Because people keep bringing up these crime rates, but they never speak about arrests, actual convictions, and then exonerations, because then those numbers would not work for you as well as you think that they're going to work for you. And you all never speak on how we are arrested at a disproportionate rate, convicted at a disproportionate rate, and exonerated at a disproportionate rate, because all of those would work together. Number two, it's funny how you build a platform using Black people, get demonetized, and then turn against Black people.
Shorty face.
It seems a tad bit retaliatory to me. And I think that you are doing the same thing that the planters did.
She's trying to gather her thoughts, PTJ. Let her cook.
You are using the backs of Black people in order to make money. And then you got mad at us when you couldn't make no more money. But you needed us to make more money, so you turned against us, and you want to use Black fatigue and crime rates.
Hey, this pretty intellectual girl, she cannot contain her composure because Shorty is laying into Pearl right now.
To get your money back up.
Wait, is Lapeef laughing off camera? Is that what's happening? What's happening? Or is he just off camera?
That's very
That
nice.
nigga laughed. He was laughing. He was laughing.
I don't know. You said a lot.
I don't know. You said a lot because you can't respond with any intelligent response. That's why it was a lot. She didn't use no big words. She made her point very extremely clear. Pearl, you're just stupid and don't know what to say.
It's just, I listen to this and I just hear a lot of excuses. I don't really like excuses.
What was an excuse? What was it? She just literally has a script. Pearl has a script and cannot go off of it whatsoever. She has no other responses, but it's all excuses. I hear the same thing. Stats are stats, you know. She gonna probably start slamming the table. Stats are stats, you know. It's just, you know, it's just the same stuff. Black people are always the victim, and that's why we have Black fatigue.
I just think as an adult, and I've said it before, you are responsible for your own decisions. As to the list,
see, do y'all hear her hitting the table? Listen,
you are responsible for your own decisions. As to the list of accusations, if you want to believe that, that's fine. I don't really care. So that's all I got.
No response. She cannot say anything. She always got these stats to pull out, but when she can't rely on throwing out stats to make Black people look bad, she has no words. Absolutely none. Absolutely no words.
I don't think that that's really given much credence. It's very passive.
You feel me?
For you to respond in that manner.
Like what?
We're not saying that as adults you don't need to be held accountable. I think everyone on this panel has stated that to be true, but you're dismissing again solid facts, things that occur current day in past time, and I don't get how that services maybe it's not fair. You're not the white representative of the white community, but you just so happen to be in this panel, and you just so happen to be white. And then you also are making very, very bold claims as to things that we're dispelling. So where
I don't think, again, it kind of goes back to it goes back to the gaslighting. So like,
who is gaslighting? What are you talking about?
You can tell me these things don't exist. And that's fine. Like, white people aren't really going to generally entertain these conversations. Like,
I agree, PTJ, but I can't really talk about people's background because I don't even like my background for real. So, but I get why you say it.
Just get tired.
Oh, we know.
I know.
Yeah, we know.
Generally entertain these things don't exist. And that's fine. Like, white people aren't really going to generally entertain these conversations. Like, they'll just get tired.
Oh, we know.
I know. And I'm being honest here.
Yeah, we know.
I'm being honest, and you guys are giving me attitude, which is fine.
Talking about giving her attitude. Who are you? Why? Talking about you guys are giving me attitude. Who are you?
It's like a contentious.
We're giving you energy. We're not giving you attitude.
No, it's not.
That's true, Subri. Like, yeah, like she stay around these black folks, but they're so violent and unruly and scammers, according to her.
I know you're so dry and boring. We're just people of flavor. We talk a certain way. That's why y'all love to put us on your stages. That's why y'all love to give us record deals because
see now you finna divert the conversation, bro. Let them grill on why she isn't giving a substantive response.
You get that shit lit, and you don't have that ability. So you have to piggyback your value off of what we're doing or not doing. Because if you couldn't, no one will give a fuck about what you're talking about. So I'm gonna let my constituents. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all.
No, Ella, no, real quick.
Next.
I just
Trev, you gonna go? Okay.
If you want,
yeah.
If you want,
I'm not even gonna hang out.
That was one, and this next one's pretty. This next one's pretty interesting too, because what's gonna happen is, it's the same panel. Matter of fact, so Pearl's gonna cook, and then the fire is gonna go out. Well, she thinks she's cooking. Sorry. Let me be precise. She thinks she's cooking.
A fair shake, right? Because in real life, I think she really likes black people. If you know, you know, right? So
he's talking about Pearl.
But I do want to use Pearl's logic.
Why everybody eyes get all big? Wait.
Question before you leave.
I think y'all not really giving Pearl a fair shake, right? Because in real life, I think she really likes black people. If you know, you know, right? So, but I do want to use
everybody facial expression
because all right, let's forget about what we were talking about
that Pearl likes
in the past. In the past, right. Okay, so look, right. So I want to focus on what's happening right now, right? Like if we're looking at right now, and you're looking at the callback rates for potential employees that are black versus white, they have to turn in 50% more applications. That's systematic, right? That's something that we can bitch about like right now, right? Record low unemployment, 5.5% over the last 50 years. It was pretty much double that, right? If we talk about incarceration rates, I know y'all touched on that, but innocent black people are 7.5 more times likely to be convicted wrongfully of a crime. So that's real, right? This is what I'm talking about, the systematic shit, right? And the odds, we talked about the deletion rate. But for real, I've heard many people part their lips who are in this space to say that the exception to the rule is never the rule, right? So 98% of us are not incarcerated. I've never heard anybody horned out on a fact that was 98% ever until we start talking about black people, right? And the odds of a person actually being deleted.
I don't know who any of these people are except for Cooley and Pearl. I don't know who anybody else is.
You go outside right now, we talk about how bad this is going on, but it's 0.002%. So it's not something that you really have to worry about. Most white people aren't actually being violated by black people. So I want to know what people would have to say to that, because I feel like we're really honing in on a lot of things that black people are doing, but we are actually moving in the right direction. We understand that there's work to do, but for us to be ridiculed in such a way, it sounds crazy to me.
Wait, what was the?
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by Amira and her little sexy secretary glasses. She done just throw out.
Are you sure? I was trying to copy Pretty Intellectual. I was trying.
So Trev, were you agreeing with her or disagreeing? I think that's where I kind of got lost. It sounds like you
How
were
did
trying to.
you got lost in that? Did you hear the stats? That just
Yeah, it didn't seem like I think he was trying to be sarcastic, but it didn't read over well. I think that's what was happening. It just you can't. I don't know if he was agreeing with Pearl or he was being sarcastic.
just read on.
Yeah. How'd you get lost in that?
That was sarcasm, bro. That was in the beginning.
Okay, yeah, it was not. Everybody shaking their head because nobody understood the sarcasm at all. Like it was, he needs to work on his sarcasm because it was not clear whatsoever.
I can tell you
Everybody's confused.
Black versus white.
That was in the beginning was sarcasm.
I can tell you what it is, the callback rate, black versus white. I don't. Again, if you're an employer and you hire black people, and you're out of 5 black people, one was lazy, one stole from you, and one did X, Y, and Z. You're gonna be less likely.
Like, not only that, let Pearl tell it. Didn't she say she hired mostly black people? Like she almost had. Let her tell it. It seemed like her crew was like 90+% black, like the way she presented it. I don't know that for a fact, but now she's like, yeah, if when you hire black people and then they steal from you and then they accuse you of being racist and blah blah blah. I mean, what am I supposed to think? You only hire black people. If you hire white people, you might have a different set of problems. Maybe you won't get called racist, but you can have white people steal from you. You can have white people be late. You can have white people scam you. You can have white people talk about you behind your back. All those things can happen. But if you're gonna only exclusively hire black people, then you might hire somebody that you otherwise may not have. But you found out they did something. Same could go with white people. If you had all white staff, you cannot sit here and pretend like none of them would do something that you don't approve of as their employer. What's wrong with her?
One called you a colonizer. In the future, you may be.
And then she act like she didn't do nothing. She talking about Sarah Garvey called her a colonizer. I forgot exactly, but he been around her more. And just because you don't like it, don't mean his critique of you is just completely invalid because you don't agree with it.
See, you're gonna be less likely. One called you a colonizer. In the future, you may be less likely to hire them. Again, it's if that's the reputation of the group. People do adapt.
And imagine only working with like 30 black people tops. 30 is probably being generous. And you say that's my experience with the group. Every black person you work with, are you saying 100% of them did you wrong? And even if they did, in your eyes, are you taking into account what you did to make them maybe not fuck with you? I'm sure that's not the case because Pearl, I bet she don't think she's ever done anything wrong.
Because it's very expensive to hire an employee. That doesn't work out. Like you have to pay them for months, and it's just.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, so we're talking about the whys, right? If we're talking about the whys, this is what the reason why I brought that up is the why. We're saying why are you feeling like black people aren't up to par? The reason why is because there's actually systemic racism going on. That's a real thing.
Trev, she spoke about the why. She talked about pattern recognition.
And look at this fucking caping ass, coon ass nigga. Why are you jumping in to save her? I don't know why I just had deja vu just now, but why are you jumping in to save her? They talking to her. Why are you jumping in? It would be this nigga. All these people on this panel that I've never seen or heard of before, and this goofy ass nigga want to jump in and save Pearl.
But the thing is, if she's being logically consistent, she would have to say the probability is much higher.
Pearl, he knows that she's incapable of defending her own stupidity, and now his stupidity is maybe a few notches above hers, so he's trying to save her with his little bit of better stupidity than hers. Fucking idiot.
For other white people to build up a bigger pattern recognition of other white people. So therefore, they'll probably have either the same or more negative accounts with other white people. If we're being honest, like think about if the white person is the head of the company, they're hiring more whites anyway. So then therefore, the probability is higher for them to have negative experience with more white people rather than black people. So pattern recognition is a real thing. Pattern recognition, we all utilize it, and it helps us to, not make the same mistakes that we made before.
What you mean close his
You get what I'm saying?
eyes?
It helps us with many different things. But I think that's the part that she was speaking about the why, Trev, but it was just different from the why you were looking.
Pearl never talks about the why. That's a lie. She's never talking about the why. She just talks about what is.
Looking for.
I disagree that there's systemic racism. I think
and then look, I disagree that there's systemic racism. Like she thinks systemic racism means like you can discriminate against black people legally. Like that's what she thinks systemic racism is. Fucking stupid.
White people.
Of course you do. But how would you be able to recognize that when it's impossible for it to happen to you?
Fucking Idiot.
Well, I mean, even by that fact, you're saying it's impossible for me to experience racism. As
No,
a-
systemic
No,
racism.
no, you look how dishonest she is. You're saying it's impossible for me to experience racism. No, he specifically said you can't experience systemic racism. He didn't say you can't experience racism. You look how dishonest she has to be.
Systemic racism, it's impossible.
Well, again, that just kind of goes
Impossible.
back to that's a cop out. Like I just
It's an idiot. That's a cop out. How about you explain why? Don't say it's a cop out.
Cop out. First
I mean,
off,
there's a lot of. Do you want me to? Do you want to hear my opinion, or do you just want
go
to?
ahead. Go ahead.
You're not gonna
I
explain
mean, there's a
it.
bunch of scholarships that are given. Like when I was in high school.
Look, you finna go and talk about something. Explain why saying systemic racism is a problem that black people have to experience. Say why that's a cop out for why you think it justifies this behavior that you don't like from black people. A rage creator. Yeah, it was good to fire.
There was a black guy who got like a 27 on his ACT, and he got into Notre Dame because there were specific scholarships for black people there. The white guy in my class, he got a 32 and he didn't get in.
No one can
I know.
verify.
And I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. What does your avatar do, bro?
Are you gonna go on the record and say that
Oh, I did.
scholarships
I
are
missed it.
wrongfully awarded to black people more than
Well,
anyone else?
I'm not saying that it's wrong or right. I'm saying there are specific.
No. Did you hear the
scholarships.
question? I said, are you going to go on the record saying that there are more scholarships awarded
Venom
wrongfully
tongue
to black
always
people
out.
than any other race? That's what I asked.
Again, I didn't say wrong or right. I said the fact is there are specific scholarships. It's the same with women, right? There's specific scholarships that are made for women. There's pretty much specific scholarships for everyone.
That kind of sounds like a deflection.
I did really enjoy today, but my boyfriend, I told him I'd be done by 10, so I do have to go.
I bet.
As soon as I showed up, I am great.
So do y'all see what just happened? Satan the Sinner shows up, Pearl dips. Now, I'm not a fan of this nigga, but I know that he's not gonna let a white person just disrespect black folks. I don't fuck with Satan the Sinner, but as soon as this man, you thought she was cooking with your point, right?
The white guy
He
in my
show
class, he
up.
got a 32 and he didn't get in.
No one can
I know.
verify.
He show up.
Are you gonna
Look.
go on the record and say that scholarships are wrongfully awarded to black people more than
Well,
anyone else?
I'm not saying that
Pearl
it's
ready to
wrong
go.
or right. I'm saying there are specific.
No.
scholarships
Did you hear the
that are-
question? I said, are you going to go on the record saying that there are more scholarships?
He is a mixed bag. I don't like him. I think his ego is way too big. I think he thinks he's way more intelligent than he is. He's disingenuous when he has debates. And I think he's a hypocrite. But I know that he will not let Pearl talk about black people. I would root for him in this setting.
Wrongfully to black people than any other race. That's what I asked.
Again, I didn't say wrong or right. I said the fact is there are specific scholarships. It's the same with women, right? There's specific scholarships that are made for women. There's pretty much specific scholarships for everyone.
That kind of sounds like a
But
deflection.
I did really enjoy today, but my boyfriend, I told him I'd be done by 10, so I do have to go.
I bet.
As soon as I showed up, I am the boogeyman.
Rage quit.
Oh, we can do it again.
Super villain.
Come on, we can do it again.
But look, I told him I'd get on it.
Can I just ask you one question before you leave? Can I just ask you one question?
I don't
The
use
super villain is
Can
here.
I ask you one question before you depart?
Gotta go. I'll see you guys.
Rage quit.
I
That's a rage quit.
It's not a
I
race.
bet.
I'll see you.
Rage
I
quit.
bet.
Do it again.
I
Nah,
bet.
the super villain is here.
Y'all scared her off.
Hey, what up?
PTJ, I could see that.
Peace of the Saints. Thank you for.
What's
I don't know
going on,
who added me on, but whoever it was, I appreciate you sharing your platform.
It's
with me.
so
Hey, what up,
crazy.
man?
Like
That was
she
good.
didn't even like try to hold on for a second because she knew the moment she was done, everybody was probably gonna shut up and let him talk, and she knew that she could not let that happen by any means. She just knew like if I stop talking, they're gonna let him talk because he just popped up.
I'm chilling. How you feel?
What's up, bro? What's up? What's up? Good to see you.
I do want to state before I left my stream, I especially came here because I went to catch Pearl. And before I left the stream, I said, hey, my team had reached out to her and she agreed 2 times and backed out. I said, if I showed up on that panel, she's going to run. I said that before I came over. As soon as she saw my face, she's like, actually, the tea is boiling. And Shorty got up out of here so quick. But with regards to the specific question, I just want that to be stated for the record because all of these.
I don't know if he did on his stream before, but that would be easy to verify. So I'm going to assume that actually happened because that would be easy to verify. I am assuming that he actually told his stream she's going to run, and that's hilarious.
White supremacists, they swear up and down they're the greatest intellect we've ever seen. And then instead of using meaningful statistics,
And Cooley is not gonna challenge Daddy. Marquette is Cooley's daddy, so You know, he was defending Pearl. Y'all saw that. But Daddy is in the room now, so now he can't defend his little sister. So, yeah.
Data and studies, they keep on telling you what their experience was. Well, my experience with black people, I thought
Arthur, I agree 1,000%. He's pro-black, but he's like a black capitalist pig. Yeah, he's like, I'm black and I'm the best black person that can be. That's kind of how he gives off.
was insane because I'm like, I grew up in a ghetto. All my
Right,
family's
PTJ.
black, and I barely see any black people. How do you see that many black people? I got to organize an event to be around black folks. So they're using anecdotal lies, but to the point of the guilt. White folks don't feel any guilt. And one thing that we have to start doing is what you guys didn't pull out. And I was listening, mind you, this was a great conversation. I really enjoyed it so much that I decided to react to it as much as I can. So my commendations to all of you. But when she's talking about black fatigue, she's essentially suggesting that there's something wrong in the black genetics. Our DNA provides.
And that's the thing. That's what I be wanting to, like, who was our, this one, I keep, I know he probably still watches Watts, but there was this guy in Watts that was always commenting on his videos. And I debated him on my channel a few months ago. And his arguments just led down the train of, I asked him, I think it was 2 times I said, are you a race realist? And he didn't answer the question. And I'm like, your arguments just lead to you just thinking that race is real and that there's something genetically wrong with black people. He was scared to admit it. And that's really what this comes down to. These people, and it's like, cut all, and I wonder if he would have came in and asked her that, cut down all this mess. Stop with this, my experience. Stop with this, the statistics show. Stop with this, I care about violence. Do you think that there's something genetically wrong with black people? Yes or no? They're not going to answer that question honestly. They're not going to say, no, I don't think it, because if they say, no, I don't think race is real, then you have to contend with, well, why do black people disproportionately engage in crime or are in poverty? Because they don't want to contend with that reality. If they say race is real, now you have to defend how stupid of a concept, how stupid of an ideology it is to think that race is real. So, And that's just what it is. And that's why, like, I wonder if Pearl would have talked to him, would he have been able to ask her that? Yeah, she left, bro. She dipped soon as he got on. Yeah, Derek, it's so funny that this guy watched Watts. It's so funny because every time he commented under Watts' video, he was always trying to disagree with him. And he got to a point where, like, y'all know I'm a commenter. And he commented under my videos. I saw him. I was like, this dude, I'm like, he keep popping up under my videos disagreeing with me. And then I seen him under Watts' videos too. I'm like, okay, so he probably found me after watching Watts, and he disagreed with both of us on almost everything we posted. And I'm like, why does he watch Watts so much? And he was like, because I think what happened was people like him, they like when people like me and Watts or other people that or like Abba and Preach will call out women for when they do stupid stuff. And they think like, oh my God, this is a manosphere guy. But we're calling out a woman because they just did something stupid, not because it's a woman. But then when you call out men for doing something, they like, wait a minute. I followed you because you was calling out a woman. I thought you was a cum guzzler, like all men are right all the time. What happened? And then they like, well, they get in between where they're like, dang, I really like you, but I thought you was, I say like, that's how I was with MTR. I was watching MTR because I'm like, he seems balanced. Then it got to a point where he was blowing up and it's like, you're just attacking women all the time. I really fucked with you because you was balanced. But these guys just like the fact that you attacked a woman. I was following MTR because I felt like he was a little bit more balanced and reasonable with his takes. And it got to a point where it just all was always on women. Everything was on women all the time. And then I was like, same with Melanie King. I was like, Melanie King seemed like she was balanced. Pearl wasn't balanced. She was like a mini Kevin Samuels. But Melanie King seemed balanced, and then it got to be just shitting on women. And it was like, okay, so y'all not balanced. And I really rather have people with reasonable takes, which is why people like Abba and Preach have bigger channels where they can keep an audience, where they can, their inconsistency, which there's quotes for a reason. Their inconsistency is consistent because you don't watch them with an expectation for them to always say one thing all the time, where they always have the same take on every situation all the time. That's why people rock with them, because they feel like they're going to get a more balanced, nuanced take on things. So, you know, and I think that's why I do ended up watching Watts because, yeah. Okay. That was long-winded. What we got next? We nailed it. Appreciate you, BTJ. Why is the Saint there? You know, these black panels, they be running the gambit on black creators. We talking about the corny dude Coolio. Blown up right at that moment. I wasn't talking about. Was I? I don't know. I don't know where you came in. My bad. Yeah, he thought you hated women. Yeah, I had to unfollow. Yeah, I unfollowed MTR too. Yep. Yeah, Elbert said you feel like that about MTR. Yeah, Melanie fell off. Yeah, MTR is a wannabe Kevin Samuels. I fell on Melanie King because she was attractive. Yeah, she's attractive, but it was just like she was nuanced. That's why I was following her channel. Anyone that just shits on women and men are the agents. Yeah, if you just shit on women, you ain't shit. If you just shit on men, you ain't shit. Like all that shit. Reason I found TR, but you're right. He switched up. Hell yeah. And Melanie King let MTR hit. I don't think so. I don't think so. The real reason I don't think that they actually had a thing is because that if y'all saw that stream where Melanie King and MTR linked up, all that stuff blew up with what was that light-skinned dude with the freckles name? He was messy as hell. He kept getting his channel deleted and he was homeless and shit. What's his name? Mike TV. His name was Mike TV. And that night, all the stuff blew up with her and her family, and she was getting a lot of drama, and she showed up in Duke. She went on Duke the Don channel. She went on Tommy Sotomayor channel, and she went on Mike TV's channel. And she was in a hotel, and it was just like, all right. I was like, if she was really with MTR, she would have stayed at his crib. You know what I'm saying? I felt like she would have stayed at his crib, but she was in a hotel that night. And that's loose evidence. That's loose evidence. I don't think it mean anything, you know. But, you know, I would think if she was really staying with him, she would have been with him for real. But she stayed in the hotel. And I think MTR, despite what anybody thinks, I think he's more business savvy. I think he knows, like, I'm not mixing business and pleasure. I truly think that MTR would try to keep his name as clean as possible. He hit her, kicked her out. I do think he's trying to keep his reputation pretty clean. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he would mess around and try to taint his image by doing that. But it was funny because everybody was watching, hoping that people wanted to see them to like hook up and shit. It was the people wanted to, because he was trying to get the get the people going. It was provocative, you know. He was trying to feed into the narrative of like, oh, MTR and Melanie King, that's the duo we want to see. I think he was feeding into it for the clicks. You know what I'm saying? So I think he wouldn't mix business and pleasure. That's just my opinion. PTJ said shit. He said that nigga 40 and hit the wall just like the women. Yeah, bro. It's like MTR seems like a normal guy off YouTube. You know, he's in shape. He's not ugly. Like, he could have a woman. Why? What are you doing? Like you said, like, how long are you gonna pull? I don't know. You're right though. It's kind of like you 40, bro. You like, why aren't you with a woman? Even if you're not gonna get married because you think it's bad or whatever the fuck. Like, bro, you 40. You ain't got no kids. Like, yeah, you can have kids later in life, but Jesus, you did miss Pearl Divine. We literally just wrapped up Pearl. I just wrapped it up with her. You think he secretly has a girl? That's possible. That's possible. Wait, MTR got called out by academics? I'm sorry. You got. I'm gonna put the VOD up. Or you could go back, but yeah. Okay. Okay, Rasta. You might have to link me there, bro. I don't know if he has a girl. I mean, if he had a girl, I don't care if it's... Well, no. If he had a girl, I would think that he should at least say it. He don't have to display his relationship. But if he's, like, single... If he's not single but pretending as if he is, I think that's kind of stupid. with the type of content you make. Not saying he has to put his relationship on Front Street though. Terrence, I don't care what Ak has to say, but I'm just curious how they paths cross and what does he have to say. That's what I'm curious. I'm not concerned with Ak. I'm just like, what the fuck are y'all beefing over? What's good, Tyrone Biggums? All right, so yeah, Ak said MTR can't talk because his L's are private. Okay, somebody, y'all gonna have to link me that. I need to see that. But can't like, so Ak, it sounds like Ak is picking a fight then, because they not in the same lane. No, link me, not the chat. Oh, this is MTR responding.
I was watching.
Okay, we might get to that. We might get to that. Okay, so if that's all in one, thank you, Rasta. We might get to that. Okay. Next, so as y'all know, Zoran Mamdani, mayor-elect for New York, just won recently, and he's been. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna preface it with it because it might be irrelevant. The Cartier family decided to say something about Mamdani. They said this title of this video is Mamdani finished before it even started. As we know, they're right-leaning black men, which is fine, but their takes don't come from a place of reality, reason, logic, none of that. Facts, truths, policy that makes sense in reality. So my guess is this video is probably going to be about Mamdani picking my son as his prison reform or judicial advisor or prison reform advisor or something. And I'm guessing that's what this is about because a lot of people were talking shit. For those that don't know, my son is a rapper / prison reform activist, like a black activist who's from New York. And he's done 7 years in prison for robbery. And he got out and changed his life. He didn't plead. Did he plead guilty or he just didn't show up to court? He pled not guilty and didn't show up to court or something. And he got 7 years. So I feel like he got harshly punished for pleading not guilty and then not showing up to trial. And he got 7 years for not even armed robbery. It was robbery. So that just seems excessive for what he did. But he said he maintains his innocence that he didn't do it. So he said he didn't do it. Yeah, what Rasta said. Hit that like, man. It's too many of y'all in here. It's 41 people. I need 41 likes at minimum. Come on. So yeah. I'm assuming that's what they're talking about, but I could be wrong. So, but that's what everybody's been saying, that Mamdani is ruining his win already. So let's see.
Time flies. Believe it or not, we have just a few weeks left before I take office as the next mayor of New York City. But before then, I would like to quote the great senator from Vermont. I'm once again asking for your support. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about why we need it. We've had a full plate getting ready for January. We're reviewing the more than 70,000 resumes we received, setting up our transition committees, naming our appointees who will turn policy into practice, and planning and budgeting. For an inauguration celebration, we are so excited to share with you soon. Also, we can start delivering our affordability agenda from day one. Not skipping a beat. We're already at $3.5 million from more than 30,000 donors, and we're so grateful for each and every one of your contributions. But just as a reminder, transitions do not get public matching funds from the city. That means we need just a bit more to help us run through the tape. And I promise two things. The first, none of that money is being used to buy hand warmers like these. And the second is I will stop making these fundraising videos. So head to transition2025.com and give whatever you can so we can build a city that every New Yorker can afford. Checkmate, so I can once again.
Nah, I'm sorry.
I'm just confused. What was the point of donating?
This is the funniest part of this whole video, junkie.
There's no end. There's an end.
That's the end. That's you and the end. UNKEIE.
It say junkie, but what's the point of that though?
You want some money, bro?
I don't understand what they're fundraising for.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. He did say, I guess,
it says for the transition for where he steps into the office. Yeah, his inauguration party.
Would you be more happy that a politician is fundraising than using taxpayer dollars?
Well, I mean, you're going to use taxpayer dollars at one point, but I just don't know, what are you fundraising for? What is the money for? They say he's raised a couple $1 million.
Last weekend, ICE attempted to raid Canal Street and detain our immigrant neighbors. As mayor, I'll protect the rights of every single New Yorker, and that includes the more than 3 million.
What, junkie? Oh, he said EIE. I didn't even hear that. I don't know what their relationship is to one another. I don't know if they're brothers, cousins, step, God, I don't know.
Immigrants who call the city their home. But we can all stand up to ICE if you know your rights. If you encounter ICE, these are the things that every New Yorker should know. First, ICE cannot enter into private spaces like your home, school, or private area of your workplace without a judicial warrant signed by a judge. That looks like this.
I wonder if they're going to have a problem with him telling people what their rights are. Let's see if that's a problem for people. It's just so funny that the right are all, they claim they're about law and order, but when people on the left tell people their rights, because they know that most Americans don't know a lot of what their rights are, they get upset about it. Oh, God. He said, step cuckers, I'm dead. Step cuckers.
If ICE does not have a judicial warrant signed by a judge, you have the right to say, I do not consent to entry, and the right to keep your door closed. Sometimes ICE will show you paperwork that looks like this and tell you that they have the right to arrest you.
Hey, no. Let's keep it 1,000. This is good. This is really good. Like, he's literally telling you, like, this is what should or should not be happening to you, because people do not know this. They do not know this. And if they don't know what to do, they might spaz out and end up in more trouble than they could be. So.
That is false. ICE is legally allowed to lie to you, but you have the right to remain silent. If you're being detained, you may always ask, am I free to go, repeatedly, until they answer you. You are legally allowed to film ICE, as long as you do not interfere with an arrest. It is important.
And he's even saying, I don't know what the Cartier, I'm not trying to judge. I don't know what the Cartier family is going to say about this, so I'm not going to prejudge what they're going to say. But he even said, like, he's telling them what you can't do where you'll get in trouble. Like, don't interfere with an arrest, but you can say, am I free to go? Just don't interfere with an arrest. Like, he's not even being, like, one-sided about it.
To remain calm during any interaction with ICE or law enforcement. Do not impede their investigation, resist arrest, or run. One last thing. New Yorkers have a constitutional right to protest. And when I'm mayor, we will protect that right. New York will always welcome immigrants. And I will fight each and every day to protect, support, and celebrate.
He said immigrants. I hope nobody flips it and say he's trying to support illegal immigrants. Even though technically, they're a sanctuary city, but they have no obligation. But he said immigrants.
Right, our immigrant brothers and sisters.
Fight ICE and more protests.
I ain't gonna.
Wait a minute. Wait. Where did Mom Donnie say fight ICE? You see what I'm saying? I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. You just straight up lied. He specifically said, don't try to interfere with an arrest with ICE. He said, do not interfere with an arrest with ICE. And this man said, fight ICE and continue to protest. Why do you have a problem with protesting? Why? What is your issue with protesting, sir?
His production team is actually pretty good.
Thank you. That you can't deny how good that of a video that was in and of itself.
If you're a regular American, don't pay attention to something, it could get you.
If you're a regular American, the irony is crazy. The irony. Wow. If you're an American and don't pay attention to nothing, it could get you. What? Let's see. I want to please poke holes, please.
Get it though? Obviously in New York, but
think about if he wasn't paying attention to politics like this. Probably
please explain. Let's go.
Okay, yeah, maybe so. Yeah, because maybe if you feel bad about the ICE raid,
think about it. You don't think so?
No.
I'd be like, oh, man, dummy.
Well, for the young people,
think about it. TikTok. I keep bringing that stat up.
I mean, it's illegal immigrants we're talking about. Like, you're not supposed.
You see what he said? He literally said illegal, and Mom Donnie said nothing about illegal. Granted, they are a sanctuary city, but that video was not endorsing illegal immigration. He said we're going to protect immigrants. That's what he said. He did not say undocumented or illegal immigrants. Why are you talking about illegal? He said immigrants. Immigrants and American citizens have been harassed by ICE. Are you just unaware of that? Are you? They have to be. You have to be.
Supposed to be here. Like, I don't understand why so many people are upset. And I just don't think, even if I wasn't into politics, I could get behind somebody.
Y'all not into politics. Y'all just pontificate. Y'all just opine on shit that you don't know what you're talking about.
Being born in America and being in American politics telling us how to run America.
Do you think Gen Z is...
Wait, what?
I could get behind somebody. I don't understand why so many people are upset. And I just don't think, even if I wasn't into politics, I could get behind somebody not being born in America and being in American politics telling us how to run America.
Do you think Gen Z...
Did he say I can't or can't be behind? I can't tell.
I could get behind somebody not being born in America and being in American politics.
I could.
Even if I wasn't into politics, I could get behind somebody not being born in America and being in American politics telling us how to run America.
Okay,
do you think Gen Z is 50-50 on that issue?
On what?
On illegal immigration.
No.
You think it's more people against it?
I would like to know.
Yeah,
I don't know, because I always thought it was an old problem, because I remember South Park
It's
when I was
definitely
little.
So the caption said can, and y'all saying can't. But I'm not saying the caption is 100% because I know it can be wrong. But I in context, it seems like he would say can't.
Not why so many people are upset, and I just don't think, even if I wasn't into politics, I could get behind somebody not being born in America and being.
I think he said I could, but that don't make sense with what his point is. So I don't know. I really, because this is literally, that word is making a difference in what his position is, and I'm not understanding.
I just don't think, even if I wasn't into politics, I could get behind somebody not being born.
I think he said I could get. He said I could. He said could get. He didn't say can't or couldn't. He said could.
In America and being in American politics, telling us how to run America.
Do you think Gen Z?
So I don't get how that aligns with his position. He's saying I could get behind you not being an American citizen or American citizen and getting into American politics. You said I don't think I could get.
Supposed to be here. Like, I don't understand why so many people are upset, and I just don't think, even if I wasn't into politics, I could get behind somebody not being born in.
I don't think I don't think I could. Okay. So yeah, he's basically saying he can't rock with Mom Donnie because he wasn't born in America. That's what he's trying to say. Okay. Makes sense now. I get it.
America and being in American politics, telling us how to run America.
Do you think Gen Z is 50-50 on that issue?
On what?
On illegal immigration?
No.
You think it's more people against it?
Arthur, I agree.
Yeah,
I don't know, because I always thought it was an old problem, because I remember South Park
It's
when I was little.
it's definitely an old problem. It's not a new problem.
Yeah, since South Park, I've been seeing the jokes about that. He took my job.
I don't know why you think it's a new problem.
I was gonna say, why would Gen Z really care about it? Well, it's taking some of their jobs.
Yeah, I feel like they're
right, PTJ. I'm sure that they know that, but they don't care. Yeah, I think they don't care.
more emotional voters, though.
I don't know. The boomers is looking like the more emotional.
Because hasn't he been here majority of his life? I forgot when he came to America, but I feel like it's majority of his life. Well, he's 34, 35, so sure most of his life he's been here. He don't even have an accent.
Voters to me personally, but I might be wrong.
Says 55% of Gen Z are in support of immigration law enforcement. 67 see the benefit of the economic impact. So it says down from it was 80%.
I know, right, Rasta?
I don't be liking numbers though, because like, how did you get that? Did you get that?
It says down from it was 80%.
I don't be liking numbers though, because like, how did you get that? Did you get that based off?
Wait, he was the one that was encouraging him to even look it up. These niggas, what the? He was, fam. Did y'all see how giddy he was about Gen Z and if they was in support of this? And now he's looking it up, and the numbers aren't in his favor, and now he's upset. Shout out to Random University for the $2 super chat. You deserve this for putting up with these, with these. Shout out to Random, y'all. Shout out to Random. Oh man, what's the stats then? Says I don't like numbers. Yes, exactly, Nero. He literally was like, "You think Gen Z agree with this? You think Gen Z agree with this?" He said, "I don't know. Let me look it up." Numbers don't go in his favor. That's why I don't like stats. I don't like what? What the? How do you watch this and just walk away like, yeah, y'all cooking, bro? What? Even when I've been proven wrong on stream, I held my shit face because I was glad that I checked to know that for the future. Just like Stevie avoided it. There's been times I'm like, man, I don't think the percentage is blah, blah, blah. But I don't stake out a super, super strong claim before I check some if I'm unsure. If I'm unsure about a number, I don't stake out a strong claim. I'll be like, I don't really know. I would think it's this. And then I'll look. I'm like, okay, I was wrong. He was giddy about trying to see how Gen Z felt about it. Now I don't agree with him. And he said, I don't like stats. You have got to be kidding me. This is insane. 67 see the benefit of the economic impact. So it says down from it was 80%.
I don't be liking numbers though, because like, how did you get that?
More money.
Shout out to Blona. No, this the same fool who said numbers mean that. Yeah. But Blona, I don't know if you heard him. He is the one that said he don't care about numbers, but he was giddy about Gen Z agreeing with him. He was ecstatic. He wanted to know. He was like, in his brain, he was like, Gen Z don't want to hear none of this. They don't like immigrants. And now it's like half and half.
You get that based off who voted for Trump?
That's a good question.
What?
I don't be liking numbers though, because like, how did you get that? Did you get that based off who voted for Trump?
Yo, I can't. He thinks that they took the numbers of the statistic of people that voted for Trump and just made that the numbers of people that agree with what ICE is doing or illegal immigration. He's saying that he believes that they was like, oh, if you voted for Trump, this is your take on illegal immigration. What? There's no way these men are serious. This is a check. They got to be doing this for a check. They are doing this for a check. You don't go for, I guess this is the rap to conservative pipeline, I guess. These people that react and like Stevie and shit. How do you go from reacting to hip hop songs to being a conservative cuck that doesn't know what they're talking about with politics? Like, what is the through line of this? Because why y'all always arrive to the wrong conclusions every time? I'm not even saying you gotta be a liberal. I'm just saying that the way y'all arriving to these thought processes is just crazy to me.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, we got also put in perspective, like a lot of these immigrants already having kids that's like our age too, that grew up, that been in.
I wonder how old they are. They probably in their mid-20s.
Already long.
Oh, it says 63% of Gen Z Republicans see immigration as a U.S. problem. Only 33% of boomers agree. And then it says under half back mass deportations. But it says overall Gen Z opposes Trump's policies by the widest margin of any group, 65.
I wonder how he finna react. Let's see.
Deportations. But it says overall Gen Z opposes.
And did he say where this is from? I wonder.
Opposes Trump's policies by the widest margin of any group, 65%.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Damn.
So that's why, that's why I can see why he won in New York, especially a city like that.
He is choosing a convicted felon to advise
There you
him
go.
on public safety in the criminal justice system. Mason Lennon is a rapper who served 7 years in prison for armed robbery in the 1990s. Let's bring in Fox and Friends weekend co-host Charlie Hurt. I can't imagine why this sounds like it doesn't make sense to us. Charlie, your thoughts?
Wait, say that again, lady?
Weekend co-host Charlie Hurt. I can't imagine why this sounds like it doesn't make sense to us. Charlie, your thoughts?
It's insane. Absolutely.
It's insane. Let's see if anybody brings up the fact that Trump won the presidency as a convicted felon. Meanwhile, my son did this shit in the 90s and literally changed his life and honestly maintained his innocence. I'm not here to say he did or didn't do it. Actually, what he did say, they said he robbed him, but my son's form of the altercation is that he got into a fight with the cab driver. A tussle with the cab driver felt like he was being overcharged. The conviction, the guilty verdict was because he robbed him. But my son said he just got into a tussle with him over the money. And it could have been that my son was like, I'm not paying you for what you charged me, so I'm going to leave. So that's probably what happened. My son probably took all his money, even though he didn't even pay what he probably should have paid if he felt like he was getting got over the cab fare. My son probably was like, I'm taking all my money, which is technically robbery. But, whatever, regardless, that's not the life he lives anymore. This was in the 90s, I believe. No, yes, it was in the 90s, early 90s. So, late 90s. So, changed his life, political activist. He does mentoring for kids. He supports women, black people, ain't been in no trouble since. So who better than somebody that's been through the judicial system to then try to advocate for judicial reform, prison reform? That's honestly the best pick you could give. Meanwhile, y'all said, let's vote in a 34-time convicted felon, liable sexual abuser. This man did all this shit in his later in his life. So sued for fucking discrimination. Like, what are we talking about?
Insane. Armed robbery of taxi cab.
It didn't happen in the mid 2000s because I think he got out in 2006, right? Didn't my son get out in 2006? He did 7 years.
Cab drivers in New York City.
Oh,
You would
wow.
wonder,
That's
it
crazy.
does kind of make you wonder, does this mean that maybe we can arm the taxi cab drivers in New York City against thugs like this? But that does not seem to be the concern.
Thugs like this. You voted for a convicted felon. Thugs like this? Come on, bro. He's not a real politician. He's an advisor for prison reform. I think it's judicial advisor or something like that. Yeah, my son got out in 2006. The crime happened in the 90s.
The new administration. But honestly, if you step back and you look at sort of the bigger picture here, I think what this is I think that Zohran Mamdani is concerned about his radical left flank because he has spent so much time in the last couple of weeks hobnobbing with billionaires, trying to raise millions of dollars for his transition team. And he famously went and met with President Trump at the White House, had what appeared to be a pleasant meeting there. And I think he's kind of worried, and maybe rightly so, that a lot of his radical left-wing crazy supporters think that he has gotten a sniff of power and a sniff of money, and he's going to go try to jump in bed with a bunch of billionaires. And so he's
Fox be a trip.
Like this out here in order to kind of wink at them.
Yeah, I just looked it up. He got out in 2006, bro.
Yeah, I can see that. That's not a bad take right there.
That's not a bad take. That was a terrible take. Why is it? It's impossible that my son Mamdani literally just believes that my son is the perfect person for this position, especially being from New York. Like, come on.
I'm still liberal, guys.
It's interesting.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I can see that. That's not a bad take right there. I'm still liberal, guys.
Did he say I'm still a liberal, guys? What?
Interesting though. Fox News is getting on him for being a convicted felon, but they support Trump. He's also
okay. Thank you. This is the one that we think is savable. I'm glad he brought it up. Let's see this dude on the left. He loading. He got the cock in one hand. He got the lube in the other. And he is ready to go to work. He is so ready to defend Trump. But I don't see how that's possible right now. The nigga that can be saved brought it up. He said it. What's y'all think? Y'all think he gonna side with him? Or y'all think he finna just deep throat? Is he gonna be like, yeah, you right? Or he gonna go to work? I think he finna go to work. Let's see. He finna go to work. We're gonna go back. Let's see.
In order to kind of wink at them.
Yeah, I can see that. That's not a bad take right there. I'm still liberal, guys.
It's interesting though. Fox News is getting on him for being a convicted felon, but they support Trump. He's also a convicted felon.
But what they did is different.
I know it's completely different.
It's very different.
I know it's completely.
Oh my God. What he did was different. What he did was different. Do you know that he's a liable sexual abuser too? Do you know about that? I think that's worse than robbing somebody. I think sexual abuse is worse than robbing somebody, especially if it wasn't a violent robbery. If it wasn't violent, it's definitely worse to sexually abuse somebody. I don't even fucking know if he knows it or gonna bring it up. Or they probably don't believe it. Or it's different what he did. He's the president. He is the president. He is the president. He has been handpicked to be a judicial advisor, advising for prison reform. He's been through the prison system. I honestly don't think I would think of anybody better than somebody that's been through the prison system and then changed their life afterwards and has proven to do so for over 20 years. They changed their life. They ain't been in no trouble since they've been in jail for robbery. They advocate for better prison reform. They advocate for black people. And I don't think there's anybody better.
Different. I know it's completely different. I'm just saying.
Y'all gonna drop?
Think they did it for political.
I know it's completely different. I know it's completely different. I'm just saying.
We think one of them that we think they did it for political gain, and one of them he actually was robbing taxis.
Okay.
How do you know he was actually robbing taxis? Why aren't you granting that Trump was actually trying to falsify documents in order to conceal what he did with Stormy Daniels to win the election? Why? I'm not saying it's as bad as robbing somebody, but what I am saying is, why are you saying like one of them was political reasons? No, he got convicted because the evidence was y'all don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what happened in that case. I bet you don't even know what the convictions was for. I bet you he don't know. I don't even know. He probably don't believe the liable sexual abuse either. He probably don't even believe that that's real.
It's valid. No, that's valid.
That's valid. But he was probably robbing people. You don't even know. I bet you don't know how that case played out either. I do. He didn't go to court to really get the convictions, or he got found guilty. I don't know if I'm not saying he didn't do it or did do it. I don't know. But regardless, you have as much reason to doubt his situation because my son maintains his innocence. Why do you think that, does Trump maintain his innocence? And even if he did, he still got found guilty. My son got found guilty. Y'all should put them both on the same playing field.
That we think they did it for political.
And then on top of that, we already know how black people get treated in the judicial system. It's honestly more believable that Trump did do the shit as being a rich white man and got convicted. It's honestly more believable that he actually did the shit than a black man of robbery, where there's no proof of it.
And one of them, he.
I know it's completely different. I'm just saying.
We think one of them that we think they did it for political gain, and one of them he actually was robbing taxis.
Okay, that's valid. No, that's valid. That's valid.
But I ain't gonna lie, if he's supporting, no black kids, other black kids.
We'll see. I mean, I don't live in New York City, so I'm past the point of commenting on this. Like if this is what they want, this is what they voted for. Who am I to say anything?
But it does seem like even in the Carmelo Anthony case, when all of that.
What he finna say about this?
That rap sheet of that one guy. What's his name?
He finna talk about the Irina Zaruska. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Even in the Carmelo Anthony case, when all of that rap sheet of that one guy. What's his name?
Dominique Alexander.
Yeah,
that's his name.
That was crazy.
The one that was supporting them and back in the family and doing all the press conferences. It seems like
I thought he was finna bring up Irina.
a lot of people was all good with that. So it just seemed like, I guess, if you commit these type of heinous crimes and then you
heinous? What? You don't even? I bet you he don't know the details of it. I bet you he don't know the details.
Turn into a black.
It wasn't even an armed robbery. It was just robbery.
Activist is all good.
Yeah.
And now you can get appointed.
You think he's persuading himself?
And you could get voted as president, being a liable sexual abuser and a 34th-time convicted felon. Shut the fuck up.
Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
Black Lives Matter.
That's Breonna Taylor. Okay, yeah.
This proposed underwater gas pipeline that would go out near Staten Island and out to the Rockaways. Do you plan to weigh in on that?
Oh, I'm sorry. My son, it was armed robbery. I had to double check. It was armed. But his side of the story was a tussle for the cab fare. I'm sorry. It was armed.
Like I think you're on the record as opposing it. I'm on the record as opposing any new fossil fuel construction, and it's part of a commitment to.
And I think it says something too that he got the least amount of time available for the possibility of his crime.
The climate crisis. And in a case like that, I mean, there's litigation. There's people who are really going to be taking sides. So as mayor, your voice will really carry pretty far in that conversation. Do you plan to be part of that conversation?
I think I'll always make my thoughts clear as I have done now and will continue to do so. And I also look forward to the working relationship that I have with the governor, which is one that has been focused on the affordability crisis and how to deliver for New Yorkers.
Has that been part of the conversation?
Not as yet. No, the focus has been more on universal child care and the affordability agenda that I ran on.
Mamdani, like, you got to read the latest thing. It's not a crisis anymore. You're killing your bread and butter affordability because you can't let go of your old fling. Climate.
He sounds crazy too.
Well, he's not in yet, and he's making promises because he's not actually having to govern until January. And
doesn't that sound so familiar, Kevin? Like, I love Kevin O'Leary is such a dick. Like, he's making all these promises because he hasn't got to govern. Ain't this y'all? You support the same man that said, I'm gonna end the wars on day one. I'm gonna lower all your prices. Everything's gonna be free because I'm Trump, and you guys just need to vote for me because I'm gonna get all the immigrants out. I'm gonna make everything cheaper. Gas is gonna be cheaper. All this bullshit. And what happens? He gets in and does the exact opposite and fucks up the economy. And you still suck his dick. Nightly and daily. Talking about you making these promises because he ain't gotta govern. Are you kidding me?
I want to be fair with this guy. He ran a masterful campaign from social media. My own social people said he was incredible in figuring out algorithms on every platform. Everything he did, it was really high top quartile engagement, and he won that way. He has a big challenge, though, and you're detailing some of the policy.
And the people around Trump did the same for him. He's just not, Trump isn't tech savvy. Mamdani probably was a little bit more hands-on because he's younger, but Trump ain't Trump won because he did what people told him to do.
Decisions he has to make.
Bro, O'Leary is so annoying, bro.
This is not a country he's managing. He's managing a city with limited federal jurisdiction, limited state jurisdiction.
Now, I'm not even going to disagree. I, too, believe that Mamdani is overpromising. But he's going to, hopefully he tries, and wherever he lands, he lands. I do think that Mamdani has been overpromising for New York. But hopefully something could get done with that. You know, what they say, you shoot for the moon, hopefully you land on the star, whatever the fuck it is. You land in the stars or whatever the saying is. So if he shoots high, hopefully he lands. Trump is just incompetent, and yet you still support him. Trump has done the opposite of everything he said he was going to do, and you support him. But yet Mamdani is making promises, and you like, well, he's making promises. He can't get.
He has to speak upstate to get stuff done or even get money. I would think somewhere between now and when he actually takes the seat as
That
mayor.
part, Arthur, that's crazy. I bet you they care about Epstein. And like you said, he was homies with him, but y'all mad about a nigga that robbed somebody in the 90s and ain't done a crime since. Get the fuck out of here.
He's got some soul searching to do on policy, including what.
Now, if you were talking about a murder, I could see it being hard to get over a murder. But y'all talking about a robbery in the 90s? 90s was the peak of crime.
Talking about here. Freezing in the dark because you don't have the gas is a really bad campaign.
We need
bad
luck. We need decatherms.
Even your die-hard supporters.
No,
What did
really
that sign say?
bad campaign.
We need
bad luck.
No Starbucks, no
Even
contracts.
your die-hard supporters
No,
might not
but
continue to support
But I
you
think
then.
that's the kind of thing that, you know, and free food and free transportation, all this stuff is policy. He'll be sitting there never having managed anything, and I'm willing to give him the credit.
Y'all
that he
like
managed
the
a great
stream,
campaign,
man.
But now the hard
Like the stream.
work begins. And I actually say, as a visitor of New York waiting for my free stuff, I wish him good luck because I've been waiting for him to be mayor because I want to come to the airport here and get a free lift into the city. And damn it, I don't want to pay these hotel bills anymore. It's ridiculous. I need free, and then I want free food. Here, I should get.
Yeah, that's why I say it just sounds good to dumbasses.
I mean, it's always sounded good. A lot of stuff he promised,
Oh my God, this irony is crazy.
he doesn't have the power to do. So it's like, what is actually going to come from this administration? He's already asking for money. Is he going to ask people to donate money for the free government-ran grocery stores?
Yes.
How's he going to freeze the rent? Like, come on now. Like,
I just wonder why would he not take fossil fuels for it? Like, wouldn't that bring the cost down of energy around and would bring down the cost of gas and stuff?
So I guess people are just gonna be sleeping cold at night.
What? Because y'all want to keep ignoring the fact that we have other options and that we're harming the fucking environment. Like, I don't know where they live, but I'm not saying, like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, y'all just don't care that, like, the earth, that climate change is real. Like, y'all just don't care. I'm not saying it's number one on the priority list of things Americans are dealing with, but y'all are pretending like it's not a thing.
Especially, it do be cold there, too. That shit
I
weird,
don't know,
bro.
man. Yeah, man. This guy has took nothing but L's. I have not seen a dub from this guy. He went to Trump and he
And saying opposing any new construction doesn't mean he's trying to get rid of any construction or of infrastructure that they have currently. Opposing new, I don't see that as being that detrimental. Because, yeah, I don't, especially in a place like New York, I don't see why that's detrimental. Do they need that in New York? I don't know. Do they need more fossil fuel construction in New York?
completely look like he bend the knee in front of the world. That's why Trump said, you know what, brother, go ahead. I know you got to say these type of things, you know? Because, I mean, that's just what liberals want to hear. And, I mean, he's giving them what they want to hear, and these shit's just not possible. So they're just going to take
I think
but you support Trump. What the fuck? How do you think you voted for Trump? First of all, let's not pretend like you don't vote. Everybody votes for who they vote for because they like what they hear. So it's one thing to like what you hear, but it's another to, like, be gullible. Now, I think there's, to be honest, there might be a level of gullibility with Mamdani. People think that, like, he's acting like he's like a governor or a president or something damn near. But he ran a good campaign, but he actually was able to, I don't remember what he said verbatim, but he was asked as mayor, how can you actually, they asked him, how could you actually make the public transportation free? He actually had a answer that answered the question whether or not he can do it. You know, he was talking about how, you know, I could talk to the comptroller, you know, and if I got this connection with this governor, and then I talk to this person because X, Y, and Z I've seen in the past. So, you know, with the money that we take from stopping doing this, and then we could do this. Now, whether or not that happens, I can't say. But it wasn't a bullshit answer is what I'm saying. I'm not from New York. I don't know the infrastructure of New York. I only been there once and I was a teenager. So I don't know enough. But what I do know is it wasn't an answer of avoiding how difficult of a question that was. That's what I did understand. Whether or not he can do it is different than the fact that he was able to articulate an answer to a very difficult question, in my opinion, because as a mayor, that does seem like that's something that's pretty difficult to do. As a mayor, it would seem difficult that you can make public transportation free. But he had an answer that was competent. And that's enough. That he at least can understand what he wants to do, even if he can't do it. Trump just got up there and said, I'm going to make everything cheaper, and I'm going to tariff everybody, and y'all thought that was a good idea.
He might actually try to make it possible.
It's not going to be possible, though. Free grocery stores and free buses I can maybe see, but I can't even see that.
I can't even see that either. It's too much. Unless you raise taxes on something. That's the only way.
He does want to raise taxes on the wealthy, though. So do you not know that? That is what he wants to do.
You can do it. You got to find a way to pull money from.
There you go. See, he said you got to find a way to do it. Like, he has answers for these questions.
And now they're proposing the city council to get a pay raise.
It's a lot of money too.
Come on, bro.
Every single member.
These government officials are insane.
Yeah, it hasn't been done yet, but that could be the first thing he does when he takes office. I wonder what the odds are on that.
They're already earning enough.
I think everybody should get a pay raise, including me.
We should be thinking first about homelessness.
As long as they do the right thing, they should get some more money.
New Yorkers reacted to the majority of the city council signing onto a bill that would give across-the-board raises, not just to themselves, but to district attorneys and every other elected official, all the way up to the mayor. City elected officials have not had a raise since 2016. And in the meantime,
that's a long time. That is New York has problems, but no. 11 years? He said they ain't had a raise since 2016. That's unacceptable, honestly. That is unacceptable. That's totally unacceptable. 11 years and these people ain't got a raise. That's unacceptable, bro.
meantime, council member Althea Stevens says she and her colleagues
that could be a problem as to people if you don't get you don't even feel respected. 11 years
have not been immune from the roughly 35% inflation during that time.
I'm a single mom. I live alone.
Hell, that could be part of the problem. You're not paying people enough to do these important jobs, and then that's just going to trickle down to the less of them. Exactly, Rasta. Like 11 years with no raise is crazy. That's actually unprecedented. And that could I don't know New York's situation, but that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all.
To be able to pay rent, it's really been tough for me to do that.
Hundreds of thousands of employees who work for the city do get regular raises, with a good many who've
really been tough.
Percent inflation during that time.
I'm a single mom. I live alone, and so to be able to pay rent, it's really been tough for me to do that.
Hundreds of thousands of employees who work for the city do get regular raises, with a good many who now make more than city council members.
Wow. Holidays, we're out there on weekends. Our expectation is for us to be in the community on a regular basis, and so we should be able to take care of ourselves and our family at the same time.
The proposal on the table is currently for a 16% raise. City council members would get 20.
At the same time.
The proposal on the table is currently for a 16% raise. City council members would get $24,000 more per year and land at $172,500.
Yeah, they see, sounds stupid, but you can take care of family for that. It's like, now, this is a lot of money, and I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot even in New York. That's a lot. If you get $148,000 in New York, that's a lot of money. But New York is expensive as hell, and these people do a lot of fucking work. These people do a lot of work. For a official for the state of New York, or the city of New York, this is 148,000 isn't surprising to me. That's what I'll say. I'll say that for that position in that city, that's not surprising to me.
$100.
I don't care. We're 148,000.
I don't. They're in New York. Look, they both finna tell him. Look, he's looking at them. They looking at him. Nigga, they're in New York. Isn't that the second most expensive city in the country? Like after probably fucking LA or something? Like, I don't know. I know it's between, and then I'm right there third, Chicago. I think we the third biggest city in the country, maybe fourth. But, California and New York is, bro, yeah, he don't get it. And that's how you know he ignorant. It's like San Francisco, thank you. So these guys, especially the one on the right, he knows that this is some bullshit, and I think he just treads that line of not making himself look completely retarded. And I don't know who this middle nigga is. I don't know how he behaves on a normal basis, but they both finna tell him, like, nigga, they're in New York. $148,000 as a city council member, that don't cut it. That don't cut it. That don't cut it in New York at all. As a city council member, I can afford to live in LA. I can afford to live in the Bay. It's crazy expensive. Yeah. I don't know the demographic. I don't know exactly how California is broken down, but I just know it was in California. I knew that.
Rent is,
bro, you paying $2,500.
They both telling me.
148,000.
You know how much rent is,
bro? You paying 2 bands for a shoebox.
So you're telling me that people they can't live affordable with that? $140,000.
He been saying no.
Not in New York.
Not in New York. That exactly. Like, it's not that you can't. It's just you're pushing it in New York with that position, with this position.
Let's see. How much is insurance?
Bro, come on,
Bro, an actual home in New York, bro. Actual
Divide
rent
that by 12, bro. Come on, man. Let's be for real. Bro, that's almost $12,000 a month, bro.
Yeah.
You're okay.
It says in Texas, $148,000 is worth $220,000 to $260,000 to maintain the same lifestyle.
Jesus Christ. They both looking at him like, what you finna look? Hey, I keep pausing it on these funny ass frames. They like, what you gonna say now? And he closing his eyes like, I'm finna try to say something as stupid as I possibly can. Like, I wonder if they in Texas. I'm guessing they in Texas because he chose Texas to read that from. But his ass goes like, I'm finna try to figure out something stupid to say.
So you got to make $260,000 out
He
here.
said, oh, damn, man, I guess it ain't enough. Exactly, nigga.
$260,000 to maintain the $1,000 is worth $220,000 to $260,000 to maintain the same lifestyle. So you got to make $260,000 out here to have the same kind of life.
More like
so they are in Texas. See, y'all in the fucking red state. Now, granted, I don't know what city they're in Texas, but y'all in the red state. Damn near every red state is cheaper than every fucking blue state for the most part.
5,000.
Yeah, it says the monthly.
Yeah, 148 to y'all. See, it's fucking stupid. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. $148,000 in freaking Oregon. No, that's not a good one. Idaho, you're rich. You're probably in the 1%. You know what I'm saying? In Idaho or Iowa or some shit. $148,000 in New York, don't cut it, sir. And that just showed how ignorant he is because he lives in fucking Texas.
Cost of a one-bedroom apartment in New York City is $3,500 to $4,500. Yeah, it says the monthly cost of a one-bedroom apartment in New York City is $3,500 to $4,500.
That's $3,500 to $4,500 in New York off $148,000 a month as a council member is absurd. That's absurd.
Anywhere from $500 to $600. Utilities anywhere from $200 to $250.
The thing is, Apache, very few people actually make minimum wage. Very few. Oh shit, you was in Chicago. That's what's up. That's what's up. You can't. Most people not making minimum wage. Like, I know people like say the minimum wage is still this. Most people that work don't make minimum wage, and if they do, they like 15 or 16.
Good.
Healthcare $500 to $600.
I promise you, she's okay. There's people out there.
Why are you saying that? He's literally just told you got to make $200,000 to keep the same lifestyle in Texas, and you talking about she okay? Why are you saying that?
Your total monthly expenses estimated for one single adult in New York a month, $5,000 to $6,500. That's a lot of money.
She's okay.
No, she's
She's getting $12,000 a month almost with that salary. I mean, maybe taxes and but you just got a budget.
Exactly. Look, you got a budget. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, you're not struggling. I can see why she said it though.
But it don't even matter if she's struggling to her work. I don't know how long she been there, but these people ain't got a raise in 11 years.
She is the statute, like you said. So I mean, maybe she should get that raise for that.
Expectation is for us to be in the community on a regular basis, and so we should be able to take care of ourselves and our family at the same time.
The proposal on the table is currently for a 16% raise. City council members would get $24,000 more per year and land at $172,500. The comptroller would get $33,000 more, and the mayor would see a more than $40,000.
So what's that? Everybody getting like a little bit more than 30,000. Well, no. The mayor, that's a big ass raise for the mayor.
Over $300,000. Incoming Mayor Zoran Mamdani, a Democratic socialist who ran on a message
does he choose that?
of affordability, sidestepped.
Does he choose that?
The politically tricky question of pay raises earlier this week.
I'm not worried about the hypotheticals at this time.
Council members supporting the bill say this is just a pay raises earlier this week.
I'm not worried about the hypotheticals at this time.
Council members supporting the bill say this is just a jumping off point for a conversation, which is something that's mandated
Shout out,
in the
Rasta.
city charter.
I just think it's worth looking at it and earnestly listening and exploring what needs to be done.
Zoran Mamdani announced that once he takes office on January 1st, he'll
Now, why is this nigga talking? Go somewhere.
stop sweeping homeless encampments across our city. I won't criticize him on every issue, but when a policy harms New Yorkers, I have to speak up. Showing compassion for those sleeping on the streets is not a sweep. It is humane. Ending this action will create a quality of life nightmare. Just look at cities that allow encampments and you'll see the damage. Worse, leaving people to suffer in the cold isn't just neglectful, it's a disgrace. Throughout the last close to 4 years, I was adamant about cleaning those encampments because we cannot tolerate a city that turns a blind eye to human suffering. I urge the incoming administration to rethink this, and I urge New Yorkers to raise their voices. Let's call it what it is. Labeling the abandonment of our homeless neighbors as progress is a slap in the face to real progress. It's not just misguided, it's shameful, and we need to call it out for the disgrace that it is.
Why are you even doing? What are you doing right now? Why? You, okay, whatever.
I mean, yeah, they did say they're finna bring the encampments back. They said they're finna let them have tents all around New York. I remember.
It's gonna be Gotham City for real.
They're finna free. He said he wants to release people from the prisons. Let the homeless people be everywhere.
Release people from the prisons. Where did he say that? Please play that.
Drugs be free, huh? Drugs. Every drug finna be legal.
Tell y'all, bro.
Every drug finna be legal. What is?
There's a deeper agenda behind this. We got just too much going on. We got the Minnesota stuff going on. This going on.
What the Minnesota stuff, bro? Why these people act? All right.
California, man. Then what? Guess what? That's why I think
we forgot about Chicago.
It might be China.
What the fuck? You ain't got shit. You don't know shit about Chicago.
Remember when
Shut the
China
fuck up.
Pulled up on Gavin Newsom. They cleaned up, waving the flags. Then he left back dirty. Somebody is invading this country, y'all. Because there's no way the shit on as mayor is like, oh, let's just leave it all dirty.
Yeah, bro.
Let's just leave it dirty. Keep the shit on the ground and let's leave it dirty. They had a shit app in California.
Yeah, they do.
And so now you're elected. You're saying, oh, let's bring all
let
that
them
shit
just
back.
take drugs and just let them stay on the streets.
What did you do?
Let them boo boo and shit.
This shit is crazy, y'all.
There's already no trees around, so.
Man, this shit is insane. Now that might be the most insane policy. That's insane.
Mayor-elect Mamdani campaigned on progressive policies, and we're beginning to get a glimpse of what that may look like. Today, Mr. Mamdani announced that he's not going to focus on breaking up.
The problem is, Janae, they started off doing reactions to music, and they shifted to the politics.
Homeless encampments, a big change from Mayor Adams. Will the shift lead to scenes that have plagued parts of California, like in San Francisco? And
this
would
look bad out there.
So Mayor-elect Mamdani plans to end homeless sweeps to focus on permanent housing plans. My hope would be that he would have the housing plan together before he stops the sweeps, to then have the people, if they get swept or whatever, you have them somewhere when you take them off the streets.
NJ broke a conversation with the reaction tonight. NJ?
Yeah, Mike, good question. Mamdani clearly believes that won't happen, but his approach will have to be successful. The city's going to have to make major investments in housing, and he believes that affordability is at the root of homelessness.
On the coldest day of the season.
I'm sorry. What's been helping affordability in this country right now? The tariffs. So why are they going against the tariffs?
I think, you know what I think is going to happen?
I'll be back. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I can't do this no more. That was it. That was it. I'm good. I'm good. I got too much other shit that might upset me to continue with this. I don't believe that this is real. Listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Anybody that's a content creator in this chat knows what I'm finna say. When we do this, there's an element of playing up who you are and embellishing a little bit, getting into your inner you that you can't just do on a normal, because one, it takes a lot of energy, and two, it may just be a lot for people, But I'm talking to y'all through a computer screen, and I'm telling y'all everything I say, I truly believe. And this is my personality. I'm not faking who I am. Like, I am, if in real life, I am loud. I love to laugh. I love to talk. But I'm not lying. What's helping with affordability right now? The tariffs. And this is why I hope they're not going to respond to Watts. He asked to debate them. Y'all know I would, but I'm smaller than Watts, so pause. But they If they're responding to anybody, it's gonna be Watts or Jew. But to sit there and say, though, tariffs are helping with the affordability when it's literally the number one reason the country is on path to a recession is crazy. We going to another video. I don't need to see the rest because there's nothing else. This is just, I just don't believe them. I don't believe them. Okay. We're gonna lighten it up a little bit, and then we're gonna probably get upset again, but not as much. Okay. Thank you, Rasta. Yeah, you know me in real life. Shut up, man. Look. Oh. Man. Okay. Wait, let me catch up on chat, and then we're gonna go to the next thing. Okay. Okay. Where'd I leave off? It's real. Take a deep breath. Take a sip of drink. No. I saw this. Tara's make it worse. What the fuck? Exactly.
More money, more money.
Oh shit. Shout out to Chris. Think at you and Watts Discord about a video. Okay. I'm gonna check in a second. Appreciate you, Chris, for the $2 super chat. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to gather my brain right now. Thank you, Chris, for the $2 super chat. You said you got me in a video in a Discord. I'm gonna check it in a second. Tariffs making it worse. No, they need more than housing. Make them go learn a skill and get schooling. Getting them homes just to be evicted is not helping the homeless situation. Facts, exactly. Damn, it got me heated. Yeah, I had to refill my drink anyway. That is pure high octane, pure cut, premium grade A raccoons. Gotta end it before you blow it. Yeah. Fucking loser. Yeah, thank you. It's a Matrix. Thank you. It has to be fake. You can't be a suck up that bad. Exactly, bro. You're almost done, gang. Yeah. Please let me out of the Matrix. Come on, skinny man. As I work in social services, it's just cycle. Everyone gets paid, but the actual person is still suffering. It doesn't make them become self-sufficient. That's a fact. I'm about to rewatch DJ this weekend. Who's DJ? They just say whatever helps kill 401k. He said next video I can vouch for large. Yeah. Take a deep breath. I'm trying to breathe, but the next thing is gonna be a lot lighter. The next thing is gonna be a lot lighter. No problem. Brain rot does that to you, right, Chris? I'm about to pick up some edibles for this. Too much ruckus. We gonna be okay. So Supergirl trailer dropped yesterday. Supergirl trailer. I don't know if this is the same girl that made her cameo in Superman. She looked kind of different. I don't know, but the Supergirl trailer dropped. So let's watch the trailer for ourselves. I want to see how everybody think of the trailer. And then the Critical Drinker made a video for it. And then we're going to get into that. We might rage a little bit, but not as much. We shouldn't get as upset as people. Oh, it is her? Okay. Yeah, she looked different to me. She looks a lot younger, but maybe I just need to go back and watch it again. Okay. Let's watch the trailer on our own and see what Critical Drinker has to say. If he's gonna, the title of his video was like, is it more superhero slop? Whatever that means. Sorry. It's not Sweeney, is it? Yeah, she looks different. I don't. That looks like a totally different person to me. But I'm just not certain. I have to go back on Superman. She looks different. I'm a little more boring, but I tell you, Defy, I think you a little behind on the stream. Well, if you are behind, you ain't gonna hear this till way later. I think you behind on the stream, though, partner. I'm down for a Supergirl movie. I still remember the original one. But to me, that trailer's not bad. That trailer's not bad. I'm probably gonna go see it. James Gunn doesn't seem to have anything to do with it, but if they're on a whole new path with what they're doing, it looks better than anything I've seen prior to Superman. It looks better than anything I've seen prior. Like, I've just been so uninterested in the DC movies. So if they're going a new path, I'm not mad at that movie. I'm probably going to go see it. It don't look bad. Like, you doing an arm wrestling match with Supergirl. Fuck out of here. I'm not doing a fucking hot hands with Supergirl. Shit. Okay, so if y'all here, y'all probably know who the critical drinker is. Media grifter, pretty much shits on anything that's pretty popular. And he made, I guess, a reaction, his take on the, Supergirl trailer. So let's see what he has to say. If he's being fair, it's called Supergirl. Is it more superhero slop ? I'm not superhero burnt out if you do it well. It's so many people I still want to see. Like, I haven't seen Rogue on screen yet. And I don't care about all the X-Men films because nobody was in their costumes. I was so uninterested in all of those movies, so fuck that. We ain't seen the X-Men come back yet. So it's just so much that we can look forward to that we haven't seen that I'm willing to watch. I love action, so if you give me a good action movie if a story backs it up, even better. Like, people love Deadpool and Wolverine. That story was not engaging. Nobody cared about the story of Deadpool and Wolverine, but that was a good fucking movie. So, let's see. I hate this is his shtick. Like, what he does is all he does is give us the back what is it called? The archetype of the film and just says it sarcastically to make you think that it's bad. Like, every movie can just be pulled down into something that sounds ridiculous. Like, imagine me if I was doing what Critical Drinker does, and I'm talking about Memento. Oh, a movie where a guy, he doesn't remember anything, so he has to figure out how to find his memory while revisiting everything that's happened for the past couple days. But lo and behold, he meets people where he doesn't know if they really want to help him or not, or if they're actually part of him not remembering anything. And how along the way you find yourself and how perfect you are and how imperfect you are. Like, it's just, you can make any movie sound ridiculous, even the most intense, intricate movies. Like, you all you did was just give an archetype of a movie and just say, like, and said it sarcastically, like it's just so stupid. Like, that's not how people engage with films. Like, most movies we see, we can put it in a category of an archetype of a movie, of course, but that doesn't make it bad because you say it sarcastically.
This isn't your typical superhero movie. That's for sure. You know, it's interesting how a movie that was, officially at least, neither written nor directed by James Gunn sure does love his classic pop music, which has the interesting effect of pissing me off twice, because I know the studio's gonna absolutely jump on this video the moment I play more than a second of the trailer with audio, and also because after being forced to listen to Kate Bush on repeat in Stranger Things like I was trapped in some kind of Guantanamo Bay torture session, I've developed a thorough and abiding hatred of this lazy, cringe, nostalgia-milking bullshit. It's not cool and quirky anymore, it's just fucking tired. Also, and I'm hardly a musical expert on this one, but I kind of have to question the song.
Imagine complaining about just having music in a fucking trailer. Like,
choice here.
Terrence, it's so miserable. How are you a film enjoyer and 90% of the films you claim to watch, which I don't even know if that's a fact, you hate? Like, this is crazy.
Call Me by Blondie was written for American Gigolo, a movie about a male prostitute. What the dickens could they be hinting at here? Anyway, it's time to introduce our main character.
Anything he likes is if it's a male protagonist that's like killing people. That's what he likes.
Kara. She's not your typical superhero though.
Girls get it done.
She's played.
You know what's so funny about that clip? That clip in The Boys was literally supposed to be sarcastic. Like, it was supposed to be like a parody. Like, the point of the joke was them doing it. That was not a real moment, and I don't think he knows that, because that's not the first time he's used that clip. If I'm remembering correctly, that's not the first time he used that clip, and I think he thought it was literal when the joke was that part.
By Millie Alcock. Who turns
Which is funny because that's what he
would think he would like that they made fun of it.
A great performance in House of the Dragon, and I'm sure she's going to do her best here. I mean, she's not exactly statuesque like I'd imagine Supergirl to be, but whatever. It's not.
What are you talking about? What is she supposed to look like, She-Hulk?
Like we'd expect her to do crazy stuff like work out in a gym or anything. But
that's not a real complaint. Stop.
Party girl who's going through a midlife crisis at 23 for some reason. Oh my goodness, it must be such a drag to be young and hot and superpowered. Can't imagine how you cope with it. Quirky, pseudo-retro science fiction gags? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Because clearly when you have the ability to fly and travel through space, a bus is the natural choice for getting around. Actually, why?
Bro, he be using the same fucking clips for every video. Like, the same stupid jokes. Like, this shit is so tired. He don't even get new ones.
Why the fuck does she even bother wearing a trench coat when—
Right, Torian. If she had muscles, he would say she looks like a man. Exactly.
She's basically immune to temperature. Oh right, that's why.
I'm sorry. To me, that worked because most of the time when they tell those type of jokes, they act like they're gonna get overcome, but we know they aren't. I like the cockiness that she displayed. Only certain characters can get away with the cockiness. Most of the time, you'd be like, oh, shit, I guess we made the wrong turn. Like, that's usually what happens, and they don't say it as a way of saying they're going to overcome them. They usually be like, we're fucked. But, of course, we know they don't get fucked over. But that was actually subverted your expectations while he's complaining about it.
Nailed it. Who even wrote this shite anyway? Anna Noguera, eh? Not exactly a screenwriter I'm familiar with, but surely she must have some pretty impressive accomplishments if she's been charged with writing a $200 million—
Right, Torian, I'm not too informed on Supergirl. I don't know a lot about her. So I'm willing to watch it because I enjoy Superman and I like the direction DC is going in now. I want to see it just because of that. But that trailer, I don't have a problem with anything in that trailer.
Blockbuster. Let's take a quick look at her IMDb page, shall we? Oh.
You can't, first of all, he can't do no shit like this. Because you got one movie and it's terrible according to the people that saw it. You can't do this. I don't care if she's in one movie. That doesn't mean she can't be in this one. Everybody started with one movie at a point, right? I guess, yes, you could say Supergirl is a big IP because of DC, but that don't mean she doesn't deserve—
Oh. You know when Marvel used to hire small-time indie directors for their big-budget movies because they knew they'd be too scared and overwhelmed to do anything other than obey studio orders? I can't help but think of that.
Right, and his rating is lower than that film. Why are you talking about her? His movie got a 4.5. That one had a 7, and it was just 1. So at least her one movie is better than average.
Right now. Anyway, it doesn't matter who wrote it, the end result is the same. I am fucking tired of these movies, man. The forced humor, the overbearing music, the desperate attempts to be edgy.
What is forced humor? When is humor not forced in movies? What does that even mean? That's not a real— what is forced humor? Like, does every movie have to take itself extremely serious to be good? Come on.
Indifferent. The visual diarrhea.
Wow, Iman's first movie was Miss Marvel? Oh, well, show. And she is amazing. Now, if those are her first projects, I didn't know that, but she is amazing. I love Iman. So if those are her first projects, then kudos to her, meaning it means absolutely nothing. And ain't that the same person, one of them people that will complain about people? He complained about Pedro Pascal and whoever else being in a bunch of movies. I don't think him personally complained about Deborah Wilson in movies. I got a video where somebody was complaining about Deborah Wilson. I don't think it was him, though. But regardless, y'all complain about people being in everything. You get a new fucking face, and you're still complaining. Y'all don't care. You just want to complain about everything. Everything is something wrong with everything. You're just complaining about everything.
That looks to be 90% green screen, the James Gunn mold.
Like, you can behave like this with every movie and every trailer you see. Like, come on.
Because that's literally the only thing he's capable of producing now.
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
There's a word that keeps lurking in my mind whenever I think of James Gunn films, and that word is sincerity. Not because they actually possess it, God no, but because they're so completely lacking
Torian,
in it.
I'm up to speed on all the Brie Larson and the Snow White girl, I forgot her name. You know what I'm talking about? The Snow White girl, all the hate she gets.
Are taking something away from the audience on a fundamental level. He's the movie equivalent of an insecure teenager who's so scared of being mocked and ridiculed that literally everything he says and does has to be cloaked in a protective shield of sarcasm.
First of all, what do you have bad to say about any of the Guardians movies? 2, yes, it's not the best of the 3, but what the fuck do you have to say?
He's the movie equivalent of an insecure teenager who's so scared of being...
Why are you showing clips of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Mocked and ridiculed that literally everything he says and does has to be cloaked in a protective
Are we gonna act like the Guardians movies aren't fucking great? What are we doing? He typically uses movies that he don't find good to make his point.
Shield of sarcasm, cynicism, and ironic humor. You can't make fun of him because he's already doing it to himself. But holy fuck, does it make for a hollow movie experience. You really can't get invested in anything or anyone in a James Gunn movie because it all feels like a setup for one big joke. And well, I think people are starting to feel it.
I just don't agree. What are you talking about? I don't agree with any of that.
For all Zack Snyder's faults as a storyteller, and believe me, there are many, one thing you can't accuse the...
He hates the Guardian movie? Well, I'm not, let me not say that. I'm not surprised by the way he's talking about James Gunn and his movies, but listen, the shit is subjective. You don't have to like shit. But the problem with this guy is, and his ilk, they pretend as if most people don't enjoy these things, and they think because they don't that everybody's supposed to agree with them. That's the energy they give with their critiques of these movies. They act like because they don't like it, everybody should agree.
The guy of his insincerity. His films might be slow.
No, the third Guardians was amazing. I went into it. I knew it was going to be good, but it was way better than I expected.
Bloated, self-important, dour, and overly serious, but you can tell he's 100% committed to this.
Trib, after this, we're gonna scroll through his videos, and then we're gonna find when we see him have a title, the unambiguous praising title for his video. After this, we're gonna look at
story he's telling, and there's a kind of simplistic honesty in what he does. He's sincerely trying to show you who he is and what matters to him as a filmmaker. We even ran a poll on Open Bar a few weeks ago.
Shy Money, your name look new to me. I'm just looking at it because I like to refute people that have very ridiculous takes on the internet. That's why I'm going over it.
Go asking the audience if they preferred Man of Steel, a movie that's been thoroughly shit on over the years, or James Gunn's Superman by James Gunn, and the results were like 90% in favor of
Man of Steel, James Gunn, Superman by James Gunn. Bro, this is your channel. They agree with you. This doesn't mean anything. This doesn't mean shit. Everybody, you have 2 million subs. These people agree with you. That doesn't mean anything. What the fuck are we talking about? And then you wasn't even being objective. You have this freaking James Gunn, Superman by James Gunn. You didn't put I don't even know if Zack Snyder made Man of Steel. Whoever the fuck made Man of Steel by you're taking shots at, like, come on.
Man of Steel. That's not an endorsement. Gunn. And the results were like 90% in favor of Man of Steel. That's not an endorsement of Man of Steel. It's an indictment of James Gunn's Superman and every...
I'm sorry, I have to do this. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Because I'm going into this blind. Let's just do it. We're not gonna fucking look at his audience review. We're gonna look at people that don't have any investment into any of this. 57 by critics, 75% of viewers. 75%, right? Let's see. Cool. That's Man of Steel. That's Man of Steel. Would you look at that? 83% by critics, 90% by the viewers. I don't give a fuck about your audience, critical drinker. The general public is a better gauge of, imagine me queuing a poll in my audience like, do you think Trump is a bad president? Like obviously. Like, what are we talking about, you fucking idiot? That's not credible in any way, shape, or form. God. These people are ridiculous.
everything that it represents. Because when you get right down to it, I honestly think most people would choose deeply flawed sincerity over polished duplicity. What I'm trying to say with all this pretentious bullshit is that this trailer made me feel weird at this point, and I'm willing to bet that I'm not the only one who feels this way. God only knows what it's going to do at the box office. If Superman could barely scrape its way to $600 million worldwide, despite the longest and most obnoxiously desperate marketing campaign in history.
I appreciate that, Trib. I agree. But, you know, if you show it to an audience that wasn't my audience, they'll be like, that's your audience, just like I just did him. But I wouldn't use that as a means to prove a point to what the broader demographics think of something. You get what I'm saying? Oh, well, you're right, Trip. That's true. Trump's approval in mass across the country is low. You're probably right, though.
It's like if you've been at a party all
Yes, he said it wouldn't hit 600 mil, and it did. Yep.
night, it's 3 a.m. and you're getting ready to stagger home and pass out on your kitchen floor, and some dickhead comes in with a tray of shots and screams, "Let's get this fucking party started." No, the party's over, James. It's been over for like 5 years now. You're just too wrapped up in your own PR to realize it.
Oh, I believe somebody, I forgot who it was, I'm sorry. They said, what? I think a couple people said, what is he like? So let's scroll through his videos and see when we reach something that has a clear positive, a positive reception. All right. Supergirl, more Supergirl slop. No, Starfleet Academy. What is this garbage? The beginning of the end for WB. Production Hell Cats. Stranger Things Season 5. The last real TV event. I think Stranger Things is overwhelmingly positive. I want to see a movie. I care about the movie. We Killed the Acolyte. Apparently, Wicked for Good. Is it actually good, though? I don't know. I heard that wasn't as good as the first one. I didn't see the first one, though. Crash and Burn, the James Corden story. I want to see an obviously positive title for a review. Project Hail Mary, Please Be Good. You didn't see it. The Avatar Paradox, why nobody talks about this. The Running Man Can't Outrun This Disaster. 2025, the year that broke Hollywood. Production Hell, Groundhog Day. Like, he feeds off of just talking negatively about movies. Crash and Burn, the Amy Schumer story. The Witcher Season 4, a show so awful it broke me. Shelby Oaks, Did I Get Stuckmanized? A House of Dynamite, Much Ado About Nothing. Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro's magnum opus, ? If he does like it, it's because there's a male protagonist. I think, to be fair, I think his Ballerina review was like middling. I think I didn't watch it, but I think the title was not that bad for Ballerina. Disney killed the Kylo Ren movie, so I guess maybe but the Frankenstein one is not unequivocal praise. He's not praising it. But also, if you guys notice, the most views is the negative shit. So, the beginning of the end for WB. Let's see, when it's something that's kind of good. When it's something that's somewhat good, it didn't get a lot. Well, this production hell stuff is new for him. Where was it? It was something I saw. It was really low. I think it was like kind of. But yeah, pretty much the biggest views is supremely negative. James Gunn, the DCU's falling apart. Crash and Burn, the Taika Waititi story. Tron Ares is complete ass. One battle after another, good, bad, and ugly. So one battle after another. I don't know if that's not unequivocally a good rating. It's just good, bad, and ugly. I guess there's something of all of it. I think it's another male-centric film. The Smashing Machine, a knockout for The Rock, ? I heard that was extremely good. It just didn't perform well financially because it didn't get promoted well. It's just not I think he can't put the title as something good because he knows they won't watch it. Crash and Burn, the Emma Watson story. The Mandalorian isn't going to save Star Wars. The Acolyte, a complete season review. Alien Earth, this show is a real monster. The Witcher Season 4, is anyone watching this garbage? Crash and Burn, J.J. Abrams story. TV kind of sucks now. K-pop Demon Hunters laughs at other animated movies. Maybe good. I don't know. That may be good. Kids like it. I guess that's easy. I don't know. Crash and Burn, the Amber Heard story, shitting on women. The Savant, the ultimate Karen power fantasy. Production hell, The Wizard of Oz. Now that was production hell. The Wizard of Oz is crazy. Red Sonja, how is this movie real? Because it's a woman protagonist. Crash and Burn, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Disney's self-inflicted boy trouble. War of the Worlds, the greatest thing ever made. That's sarcasm because everybody said that movie was shit. That's sarcasm. I know he don't think that was good. That's clear sarcasm. Nobody 2, a fun but predictable sequel. Look at this, y'all. Something kind of positive. 300K views. Everything we've been seeing up until this point, I think has had like 500 minimum. Everything up until that video had 500,000 views minimum. Minimum. He's slightly as positive about a film, and it gets 300. Slightly positive. It's not even full-blown positive. A fun but predictable sequel, and it doesn't even match anything like his other videos that are just mostly negative. Weapons. I think I watched this actually, and I think it was mostly positive, but not fully. Weapons, a superb horror mystery. 600,000. I'll give him that. That's where we'll stop. I'll give him that because I watched this with Weapons review, and it was mostly positive, and it got 600,000 views. But it took us 4 months to get there. Like, now, we know where our bread is buttered as content creators. But I don't know if your goal is to present yourself as a movie reviewer and 90% of your reviews are negative and that's what gets you the most views. It's like, all right, bro, what's really happening? Do you actually like these movies or not? Or are you just bought into the narrative? Or are you just feeding the trolls? Whatever. So it's crazy. This is crazy. Slightly positive, 300,000 views. And Weapons might have fucked around and got this many views because Weapons was very popular and a lot of people was talking about it when it came out. So I'm gonna be honest, I think that Weapons got 600K views with this positive name is because when it came out, people was like talking about Weapons. Like it was a big thing. So that's my guess. People don't even care. Every Marvel Phase 4 movie review, people didn't even care about that. Oh, that's long. People watch his videos because they're short, and that's an hour and 40 minutes, so that's why they didn't watch that. Yeah, he can hit 1 million views easily. Like, he got millions of views easily every fucking video. He can hit 1 million if he wants. He know what to do. Like, most of these videos hit 1 million. Look, Predator Killer of Killers, which was fucking amazing. A great idea wasted. I don't even know why that did low views. But I guess because they said it was a great idea. Here, Ballerina, John Wick Light. I feel like that review wasn't that negative. It was somewhat, but that only got 800K. That's not only. Yeah, so you see where we know where your bread is buttered, bro. You're not really a real movie reviewer. That's all I'm getting at. Like, if you're gonna review movies, review movies. This shit is not really reviewing movies. I'm sorry, y'all sent a lot. I saw it moving. There's a lot. Okay. They said Ironheart will flop, but it charted on Nielsen. Is that true, Tori? A lot of people didn't like Ironheart. I'm kind of in the middle. It had a lot of flaws, but I did like it. I liked it. I liked it. I don't like it a lot, but it was okay. I made a video. I got ratio to hell when I criticized Critical Drinkers video. This Ironheart, well, y'all not looking. This Ironheart video, I believe I reviewed it and got ratioed. I'm finna show y'all in a second. I'm finna show y'all. Let's guess before we check. Oh, my bad. Yeah, we know he a failed screenwriter in Dragon Z Gaming. Hey, I see a lot of new names, man. Shout out to y'all. I see some new names. Make sure y'all sub and hit the like, man, if y'all in here. Make sure y'all sub and hit the like button. It's so much negativity, right? 35, I'm thinking 35. Yeah. He seems just miserable. I get negativity sales, but the alcoholic is just miserable. Yeah, he feeds off negative energy. Bro, this is insane. He's whack. That's because his fan base. Okay. See, not a single film he like. Yeah, he don't like much.
I don't know why he has a movie channel. Yeah, I'm gonna start playing devil's advocate logic. Let's Get Toxic. Wait, you talking about Let's Get Toxic? What you on, man? He's Cinema Sin's evil twin, funny as hell. I liked Ironheart, not my favorite. Yeah, I mean Ironheart was cool. So let me show y'all how I got ratioed. I don't know what's gonna come out on my screen, so I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all can look at my ugly ass face for a second. Yeah, Ironheart was cool. It was cool. They gave it way too much shit. Like the shit that Ironheart got ain't worth it. Like the way they treated Ironheart, it just felt like let's get all this hate off on this black one, on the show with a black lead. That's what it felt like. Like the shit, the way they shitted on it was ridiculous. Like they were lying about the movie. Like I mean the show. They were just blatantly lying about what happened, and it was pissing me off. So I reviewed it, and I got ratioed to hell because of Drinker fans. Like everybody was like, "How dare you talk about Drinker?" Here we go. Let me show y'all. Right here. Look at this ratio on this video. This was my Critical Drinker lies about Ironheart. I got 5,000 views, 710 comments. Look at this like to dislike ratio. I got 458 dislikes and 68 likes. My channel was a lot smaller than too. And Drinkers fans jumped on my ass. Like 97% of the comments under that video is people talking shit about me for coming at Drinker. Like they was like on my ass about it. It was crazy. It was just so fucking funny. It was so fucking funny. Like I was just, it's just like they lose their mind when you talk. Like anytime I talk about somebody with like over 1 million subs and I criticize them, their fan. Look at this Brandon Tatum video. It got somewhat ratios 21-15. I got a bunch of comments. Like they was defending Brandon Tatum, you know, Andrew Tate and Tim Pool. I kind of got ratioed there. Like if I talk about a big political Candace Owens, it happens. It happens a lot with Candace Owens. 13-10. This Critical Drinker video for some reason did well. And I think, was this after? I don't know why this video didn't get ratioed. I don't know why this didn't get ratioed. I don't know the reason. I couldn't tell you why this didn't get ratioed. What's this? No, I didn't even get that much engagement. But yeah. Yeah, them Critical Drinker fans. So when I post that, probably get the same result. Probably. Oh, no, it was super racist. It was like, you're a black savior, a white power. Like, no, it was super racist. Probably 70% of it was actually racist, not just like critiquing the show. It was like racist. There was like, you just saying that because you're black. Like, it was just like, it was shit like that. And it was just like, but it felt like the energy they gave it was because it was a black protagonist lead. That's what it felt like. It was definitely racist. Matter of fact, let's see. Fuck it, we here. Let's see. Okay, that's actual engagement with the video. The hunk, you're taking the L on this one. Stan. Iron victim to iron thief to iron fatigue. Racist. Black fatigue. Ha ha ha. Then blah 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 blah. Okay. Denial is a river in Egypt. Bro, Drinker makes valid points. This show is lazy. Critical Drinker is right. Ironheart is pure garbage. The only LWNJ could like. I don't even know what that means. Low wage. I don't know what that means. You trying to defend this show so hard. I wasn't actually defending it hard. I was critiquing the fact that Drinker was lying about the show. He is yelling at the character, not the actor. Stop making it about her. You still have time to delete this video. I give a Taylor money to make a business suit for me. Then he give me it after sometimes to steal it. So it's okay. People are stupid. I don't know who Critical Drinker is, but he makes a lot of sense with his takes. I'll check out his vid. Thanks. Critical Drinker got it right. Critics criticizing the writing, not the flashy special effects. Original Iron Man. No. How do you know how? Okay, that person was. Oh, they was replying to that. Okay, that's a back and forth. This was a villain origin story in my view. This was a story about how a bad person rose to power. Stark's story is how a bad person with power turns good and uses the power for the betterment of society. I didn't like that critique because we don't know. This isn't the end of Riri's story. Like, they just act like because we saw. It was, matter of fact, this was after like the first half got released. We didn't even know the end of the show, and people was talking like they knew what was gonna happen because she was able to redeem herself somewhat. But you know, I have not watched Ironheart, but I did watch a full video. It's very clear to me that Drinker is talking about the characters. That was a bad critique on my part. I will say that. I had one moment on there where I probably didn't have the best assessment. Coping, yeah, another stereotype proven right here. Tony Stark is a business. Okay, what about screen? DEI gets you smart tech person, says the DEI hire. Yeah, he brought up DEI, and you know, it was, like I said, racism. Black or white, male, female, young or old. I doubt anyone can't cast to replace Tony was ever going to be received well. That's fair. I think anybody they try to replace Tony, even though she's not a Tony replacement, people not going to be receiving well. Done with this guy 10 seconds in. That part too, for those that don't know, we get watch time. Every time I get ratio, my watch time is shit. Like, they don't watch the video. They hear something they don't like and stop and get mad and leave a comment and leave. Like, when a video gets ratioed like this, if it's like it's 25 minutes. Let's see what my what the average watch time on it was. Three minutes. 3 minutes. The video is 25 minutes, and the average I probably have a 1 minute intro, and the average watch time is 3 minutes on the video, and it's 25 minutes. So like every time I get ratio like that, they watch it, they get mad, leave a comment, and leave. That's what happens almost every freaking time. And they don't, because people was leaving comments that was like they was leaving comments like saying shit that I would agree with, like that I said in the video. It's just so funny. It's just so funny how YouTube is, y'all. This shit is crazy. It's super crazy how this shit work. I bet if you turn off your cam, it wouldn't be that bad. Wait, you talking about how ugly I was? Yeah, it's like you get extra hate when you black, even if they don't agree with you already. But then when you black and you agree with them, they tolerate you and let them be happy you get to say what they can't say. I swear it used to be hard to find racists. We knew they existed. Yeah, they weren't easy to find. You're right. But when they could hide and not have to show who they are, you know, when they don't have to show who they are, then it's easier for them to be super racist. Okay, Shaw Money, I don't condone that behavior. I watch content creators I don't agree with, but I don't leave comments. I rarely leave comments, and if I do, I have to make sure I've watched the whole video because I don't want to look like this. I can't just leave a comment because I disagree with them and didn't watch everything so I could have a full assessment of what I want to say. So if you're going to leave a comment, at least watch it. Otherwise, don't watch it. I either don't watch it or I watch it, or I might watch it and I might not say shit, and I just know in the back of my mind how these people move. You know what I'm saying? So Supergirl movie is based off of one of the best Supergirl comics, Woman of Tomorrow by Tom King. Okay, so they picked a good arc to follow. Yeah, I don't know much about Supergirl, but I'm gonna see the movie. It looks, I'm not against that. That trailer didn't yeah, the trailer wasn't bad. All right, so I think what time is it? Oh shit, yeah, no, we gotta call it. I got a meeting. I didn't know what time it was. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, we're going to call it for tonight, man. We did it. I didn't get to Tim Pool, but I might do that off stream. I didn't realize what time it was. I got a meeting at 8:30. So, yeah, man. Oh, so I told y'all I had an announcement. Everybody that's still here, appreciate y'all. So, make sure. Everybody tapped in? So, tomorrow is the debut of the podcast with me, Jew, Watson, Random. We have a title, we have a logo, and we have consistency. So definitely once, probably twice a month, y'all gonna see us do our podcast. We're gonna rotate the channels we stream on between
for now, me, Jew, and Watts, because when Random get his setup, then he's going to be streaming live too. So, but for now, me, Jew, and Watts, we're going to be rotating our channels. Make sure you sub to all 4 of us to keep up with the content. Tomorrow, we're going to have our first official podcast. We ain't telling y'all the title name yet. Y'all gonna find out tomorrow when we get it up and running. You feel me? At 5 p.m. Central, 6 Eastern. Sub to my channel if you're not. Sub to Watch channel, because that's where we're going live tomorrow. Sub to Random University. Sub to Jew Almighty. Tomorrow is Watch channel. Tomorrow is going to be Watch channel. Watch TV. So make sure y'all sub to all 4 of us. And 5 o'clock tomorrow, Central, 6 Eastern. What's that? 4, whatever the West Coast is. Sorry, y'all. I don't know. Was it Mountain? And then I don't know. I don't know what's after. I don't know what's to the left of me. So yeah. Make sure y'all do that, man. Like I said, we're gonna be rotating it on each of our channel. Got a logo, got a name, all that. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun. Y'all know a lot of y'all met us through one another. 3 PST. Thank you, Pacific. There we go. Thank you. But I appreciate y'all, man. If you made it to this point of the stream, man, make sure you leave a like, comment, sub. If not one, then all 3. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.